What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Thank you to everybody coming in for this live tonight. I know it was a little bit of a tough day, but we're going to go over everything. Basically, just what we all think about what's going on right now. We have some other stuff that we have to go over too, like the Goldman Sachs liquidations, which is very interesting, especially the timing of when they did it last.
Yep.
So, what do you think about today, Rogue?
It was very interesting. So I found out that Fintel is either watching me or watching the mentions of them, because I mentioned them multiple times, but I didn't actually tag them, and they responded in my comments.
Interesting.
I did not tag them. I said the word Fintel. It's just,
And
but
they
responded,
just,
and it was pretty helpful. And they actually fixed the glitch, glitch, error, bug, whatever you want to call it, which it wasn't really an error or glitch on their end. It's actually from the filer. But we all name it as like a glitch, an error, or a bug, because it's an error on there. But
very weird.
But yeah, it's basically a filing error from I forgot whatever the company was called, but it was an error from their end.
Yep.
They filled it out.
Gotcha. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, there's some error here. Like they can't have 4 shares in like the first quarter, 4 shares in the second quarter, say that they have a 100% reduction in their position, and then sell it for $5,000. I was like, that's just not right.
They fixed that, and then they fixed this other one with the shares that they own too. It was like a dollar amount too. That was a huge amount.
Right.
But the weird thing is that when you click on the actual name and you look at the ownership, Citadel owns like a portion of it, of that one. So now
interesting.
That's where all the speculation comes in, and people are trying to put 2 and 2 together. Because I saw that too. I'm like, I don't know. It is kind of odd that there was an error on their part for that. So it might not have been Fintel. It might have been the company trying to hide something.
Interesting.
Or accidentally just said the freaking number. I don't know. Because then there's like something someone put out on Reddit too. That was basically like 3 of those filings were within like $5,000 of the average price.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was very odd. I mean, honestly, anything's possible. I don't put anything past them. But I do want to let everyone know, you in particular, if you have any questions, if there's like any error or thing that you see on Fintel, they told me that anyone can tag them, and they'll probably get to it.
On Twitter?
Yep, and then they'll either try to they'll investigate it, or they'll just fix it.
Yeah.
So
that'll be interesting. Oh, what's up, TMI's Mask? Shout out to all the mods. Hola, you beautiful apes. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. So let's go over this Goldman Sachs stuff. Because this is really interesting.
I have a feel. I know what it is, but I didn't actually get to read any of it because I was doing the whole Fintel thing.
Yeah, I read it quickly, but this is interesting. So Goldman Sachs reported their earnings today. So Goldman has aggressively and quietly liquidated a quarter of its equity investments. Very interesting.
Wait, what?
Goldman Sachs has aggressively and quietly liquidated a quarter of its equity investments. Ernie, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Shout out to everybody sending in the super chats, dropping a like on the video. You guys help us out so much. Thank you a lot. Ernie, I believe with some of the new institutions buying, they're shorting AMC. I mean, there could be new institutions shorting AMC, Ernie. Very possible. I mean, there's always going to be institutions that are shorting a stock, especially after we saw that massive run up that we've seen. It's always possible that new shorts came in to try to scalp it and make money on this short-term downtrend.
I will say for the longest time though, probably I think it's been at least 1 to 2 months. that the entire ownership for AMC, the additional ownership, it's only been funds. So I haven't actually seen any institutions until now. And it's been a while.
Right.
So realistic, because you can't, a fund isn't going to short, like an index fund can't short AMC.
Right. So most analysts and traders were digging through Goldman investment banking and trading results, of which the former came in stellar, while trading, especially in the FICC, which is the fixed income division, I believe, was mediocre. So coming down a little bit further, in explaining the group's stellar performance, Goldman Sachs writes that equity investments produced record net revenues, with the year-over-year increase primarily driven by significantly higher net gains from investments in private equities driven by company-specific events, yada, yada, yada. Which brings us to the punchline, a chart showing what Goldman had done, so they've already done this, with its equity investments in 2021. Here, the bank pulls no punches, making it clear in the title that they've been busy harvesting its balance sheet equity portfolio, which of course is another word for selling. What's even more remarkable is just how much Goldman has sold so far in 2021, as shown below. Having started with a $20 billion equity portfolio, which has enjoyed a $5 billion increase in market prices, Goldman dumped a whopping $5.5 billion of its equity assets so far, including a modest $1.5 billion, or excluding a modest $1.15 billion in purchases. So let's see, there was something else in here that I wanted to bring up. Let's see. The last time Goldman was aggressively selling into a supportive market, 2007 and 2008, when Goldman was busy creating the very CDOs, which its prop desk would then eventually short. We all remember how prophetic that particular move turned out to be. Interesting. So Goldman's selling, Wells Fargo's pulling their personal and portfolio lines of credit, which they haven't done since they did right before 2008. We are also hearing rumors that Bank of America has done something similar as well. So it looks like the market is headed in a downward direction. But again, that doesn't mean AMC is going to, the squeeze is not on. One, they have a negative beta. And two, if you think about how these liquidations end up happening, they sell off other positions to cover their over-leveraged ones. And obviously, they're over-leveraged on AMC. Because even if we look at the average age of a short position, which we'll pull up, Ernie, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Liquidity. Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah, so going back to the average age of a short position, let's see if this loads up. It's actually going up. Let's look. Let's pull this over here. So this shows us that a lot of these institutions are very over-leveraged. So this light green line is the average days that people have had a short position for. So average time on loan for shorts. It's not exact, but right now the average time on loan is almost 40 days. When we go back that amount of time, let's see. That's going to be like here, $12, $13 a share. So if you are still holding a short position on AMC, you are wildly over-leveraged.
What the? You see that?
What happened?
Down there. You'll see the one tweet, not the tweet. The one message.
Let's see. I don't. Oh yeah, I saw that.
What the?
Let's see. Yeah, and then also we have to think about what the goal of the short hedge funds who are manipulating the stock is. We know that there's a massive retail community surrounding AMC. We know that as a fact. So what they're trying to do is get the price so volatile in the up and downward direction so that all of the new people coming in sell off, lose interest, and if they can hold their shorts for a long enough period of time, then they could win. But like I don't see that happening. So that's their goal. That's what's happening right now. We are seeing this shakeout. They're trying to scare retail with all of these different drops, and it is definitely scaring people, but we have to remember that we're prepared for this. This is what we're expecting to happen.
Did you see the thing on JP Morgan that they're talking about?
Which one?
Guess Eden. Okay, it's gone. But they just said basically that JP Morgan being pulled from the DTCC. Does anyone have like a document of that? Can you send it to Short the VIX?
Yeah, send that over.
I'd say to send it to me, but then I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, send that over. Yeah, hold on. Where is this? What's up with JP Morgan pulling out of the... Hold on, let me look. Yeah, wherever that is, send that to me on Twitter.
I'm sure it's a document.
Yeah, the document, not like a...
So if you guys have that document, or if you have a picture of the document, send it.
Yeah.
But the full document though. It's Short the VIX and with the 1.
Yeah, so it's just Short the VIX 1.
Yep.
Oh, Don, you already did? Okay, I'll check that. Joe B, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Shout out to everybody liking the video, sending in super chats. Really helps us out a whole lot. We appreciate all of you guys. We need a united front from all of the YouTubers, or we need a united front. All the YouTubers need to come together and explain their research to each other and their conclusions, even if they are crazy reasons. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are kind of like, there's like, Trey and Matt are in their own realm of YouTubers, so they are up there. They're like the top YouTubers. They do their own research. We kind of do our research too, but it is segmented. Like people work in their own little pods to like do their own research. And then we all try to come together after it's out to see, one, how valid is it? Like, is it true? And then two, like really what can we do with that going forward? You think Powell raises interest rates tomorrow? No. If he does though, that would really be decent for us. All right, Don. All right, let's look at this. We'll retire the following account. They're not okay. That's just an account, I think. Additional account. Yeah, so this is an additional account retirement. JP Morgan Chase. Let me pull it up. So this is not like JP Morgan pulling out. This is JP Morgan closing this account, it looks like.
Oh, okay. It's one of their many accounts that they have.
Yeah, so it says additional account retirement, JP Morgan Chase, corporate mutual, corporate municipal dealer.
Do we know what that account is though?
Hold on. Interesting. Okay, so this is very interesting. We're gonna have to do some more research into this.
All right. Like now?
Remove it. No. Yeah.
Like literally live.
Yeah, it may not be their one, and it may not be just one account. It actually might be JP Morgan getting away from the DTCC, but we're gonna have to look at that more. That's the first time I've seen it. Cyber Wizard, thank you for the super chat, man. I really, really appreciate it. Rogue is bored and yawning behind your back. Rogue is sick.
Yeah, Rogue is sick. You know, you can tell by my voice. I feel I sound all nasally.
S3 getting approved soon. Caesar, an S3 from who?
Ooh, actually, what's about to happen, I think it's tomorrow, that GME NFT, isn't it?
We don't know that for sure.
Okay. But
That's pure, like that's completely speculation. If the thing is I want everybody to really be cautious about hyping up that the GameStop NFT dividend or whatever it's going to be, because the implications of that happening are MOAS, like right away squeeze. So people are definitely going to be hyping that up and looking at it. But if it doesn't happen, we don't need another like date expectation fiasco where everybody gets discouraged.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is the dude made it for like 420. The time, the time was 420.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So we'll see. Well, don't have your expectations too high. Been in this thing for 7 months. I don't care how long it takes.
Yeah, Trey and Matt have been mostly spot on. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're the best.
100%.
If AMC issued a dividend, will that make naked shorts cover it? Okay, so the thing that would happen is if they issued a dividend, the shorts would have to pay it. But since they're in so much debt, they can't offer a dividend.
Yep. And that's literally from the investor. I forgot the title, but John, that guy. I can't remember his name. But
Merriweather.
yeah, John Merriweather. That's directly from him.
What is going on in the after hours? Yeah, big reds in the after hours right now. But again, it's after hours.
Yeah, I'm
Like
not really
it is
sure.
entirely possible that tomorrow morning we wake up and this is green. The after hours mean something, but there's still pre-market.
Just waiting.
Benzinga is already saying it's over. How can it be over if the shorts haven't covered? Even Ortex, like Ortex is not a completely reliable source of data. And they have hold on, let me refresh this. They have the short interest right now at 15.39%. Their estimated short interest. And with all of this price action, with all of this like crazy shorting going on right now, like with the price movements, obviously there's shorting going on. They're not covering at these levels. They're trying to push the share price down enough so that in the event, like they can maybe cover lower. Or they're just trying to do everything that they can to push the price down because they have no other options. Ben Levine, thank you so much for that generous super chat, man. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, STV, can you check your Twitter DMs from Ben Levine? I made a meme for you from all the bots today. Awesome. I'll definitely take a look at that.
I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I'm just yawning because I'm fucking sick. That's just that is what it is.
Ben, that's funny. Ben, that was funny.
You gonna freaking post the meme? Or are you
No,
gonna
I mean, we can pull it up, but it's like it's all right. I'll pull it up.
I mean, I saw the one the other day that someone made of you and Toothless.
Oh, that's funny. Hello, my fellow apes. How do you do? I think this will squeeze to 100 and back down again. I'm one of you apes that do double down analysis. Oh God, Ben, that was funny, man.
What was the name? What was they used the two D's as something else in the actual media. Deep dives.
Yeah,
I'm here to do some deep dives.
Ben, thank you. That was funny. Kringle, but Margot Robbie though. Hey, it's not power half hour just yet. Thanks for coming in, Kringle. If you I'll shoot you a link. If you're busy though, it's all good.
Guys, I've been resting all day. I'm not resting anymore.
See, the thing is though, is that you have not done what you were supposed to do.
What do you mean?
Drink your apple orange juice. You didn't do it.
Bro, hey, how about in a couple weeks?
No, because you're sick now.
No, apple orange juice.
No, you got to do it now. All right, here we go.
Try apple orange juice in 2 weeks.
Okay. Just joined. Who is your guest? This is Rogue the Legacy. Twitter beast. You guys are wild. Yeah, but like we really have to just all of this stuff that's coming is to be expected.
Yeah.
Let's see. If red days got you down, just buy, and we don't lose. I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want with your money. Lisa, how you doing? Yeah, and a lot of people have also started. So, did we already touch on the JP Morgan stuff? Oh, what's up, Loco? Which JP Morgan stuff? Them getting the account or them getting removed from the DTCC or the margin calls?
I think we covered all of it.
Yeah. Do you believe in a secondary book for the real price? I believe that it's possible, but there's no way to really prove it. So.
Oh, good God, no. Rogue will not send feet pics. If you DM me, if you DM me, then DM me. Don't send me feet pics.
Both. Yeah, we just pulled up the DTCC stuff and the margin call stuff. It makes 100% sense that after Archegos, they said, hey, we don't want something like this to happen where one of our clients somehow wildly over-leveraged themselves and their trades went against them, and then it hurts us. So it would make a lot of sense that they're tightening up their risk standards in order to like protect themselves.
Right.
But again, it's only one article from one spot, and it's talking about an event that happened a couple of months ago. So that could have already been in effect.
Yeah. Hey, guess who we got in here?
Oh, Wes? I'm going to send Wes. Let's get Wes in here. There we go.
What are you talking about in here, man?
There we go.
All right, I'm gonna turn off this real quick and be right back.
All right, cool. There's been a lot more barcoding lately. Do you know why? I mean, this is kind of barcoding right here. GameStop is usually the big barcode one. It's like always in after hours. That looks horrific. Like, look at this. It was a lot worse yesterday. What is going on here? I had to like restart everything and then there he is. Hey, Wes.
Yo, am I on? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, I got a question, STV. I've been pondering all day. Hey, how you doing, Rogue?
What's up, my guy? We can go live. We can go. Hey.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, what's up? I know you're not feeling well, Rogue. I hope you get better soon. Hey, did the shorts cover yet? Oh, that's right. They haven't. Oh, okay. No worries. Okay, just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, like even Ortex, the data is like, no, they have not covered.
Oh, okay. So in that case, it's the same as yesterday. But yeah.
Yeah, Wes, I had a conversation with Fintel today.
Yeah, what did they say to you?
We were talking about this, like the errors that were happening. Like so I was talking about it on my tweet, and then all of a sudden they just popped in and responded. I'm like, I didn't tag you. Nobody tagged you. Why are you here?
Fintel's just like, Rogue, can you tell us what the actual numbers are? You're like, I'm not exactly sure, not financial advice, but I do know they haven't covered. Everyone's like, okay.
You know, it was like, so I guess I thought it was like an error on their part, but it wasn't. It was on even ours. It was someone filing. The one that filed had the error, so it wasn't actually Fintel. And they wanted to make sure that I knew that.
They just wanted to make sure that you're putting it out there. That's power. That's power. So did you get your apple orange juice yet or no?
Oh my God! Well, again with this. No.
I'm gonna send you
this is why you're still sick, Rogue.
That's it. He doesn't understand. It's the citrus and whatever apples have in them together.
Oh, everybody. So if you guys don't know, Wes is gonna be dropping the newer YouTuber impression video. So now I know a lot of you guys saw the first one, and he's planning on doing it once he reaches 2K subs. He's really close right now, and here is his link. So we should get Wes up to 2K so we can see that video.
He's like 100 away. Please just subscribe to him so he does it, and then you can unsubscribe if you want later.
Exactly. Like once you've seen it, that's pretty much my skill set. You won't get any actual value from this game. Yeah, but for real. I'm doing it either way. Real soon, I'm dropping it. I just had to get all my my props and gear and all the stuff I needed. I needed special glasses. I needed a water jug. You guys know what I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not. It's like if you want to get into the finite details of the TA behind my impressions. No, that's kidding. Well, what do you feel about today, TM? Like I was on with TMI earlier, and we were there was a lot of different kind of attitudes in the chat, like not bad nor good, but just, it's funny, like regardless of where it goes, I see the same stuff.
I feel about it like this. Back when the stock went up to $20 and then it dropped to $5, that's pretty much what I feel like is happening, right? Mm-hmm. It went up to 70, people bought in at 70 or those higher numbers, and it's dropping down right now. But guess what happened?
Spring.
After it dropped to $5, we jumped up to freaking, was it 20, then 40, then 70, and now here we are. So I mean, I'm not fazed by any of it.
No, me neither. I just think it, as people in the community, like I was listening earlier when someone was saying YouTubers should band together and share the DD. I mean, it's really happening, and that's a valid thing. But like you said, there's different tiers and different pods, but we all have the same general conviction. Yeah. If you've been in it for a long time, like I heard you say, Rogue, 7 months. After 7 months, they could swing it either way a bunch. It doesn't affect you the same. But it's mostly new ape questions I get, and yeah, I'd say pretty much the same. I've been in it for so long. I've seen so many swings that I'm just kind of unfazed. I'm a bit numb, Like
legit, if tomorrow there was an article that came out and said this, okay, it was this Vanguard.
This just in. This, yeah.
If they sold other positions tomorrow, but they didn't actually sell off, but if it was put out there, I don't care.
It doesn't matter to me.
The float at least, so it doesn't really matter to me.
It does. Like at this point, like I understand.
I get it.
Why? Yeah. Like I get it. The people that bought in at 70, 60, 50, or even the high 40s, like I get why you're upset.
Yes,
you have an unrealized loss on your position right now, but that's exactly what it is. It's unrealized. You haven't lost the money until you decide to sell. Now, that's not financial advice. That's just how it works.
That's just how markets work.
Yeah.
That's not us telling you what to do, right? STV, it's just how it goes with
exactly.
I'm going to tell you what to do, and it's not financial advice at all. But
I love it.
Anyone that is getting like upset with looking at their account, don't look at it. Don't look at your account. There's no point to.
I've done it.
I use this analogy every time because it's valid. When it went from 50 to 70, if you were staring at your bank account, you're like, "Oh my God, yay! It got up there," and then you just saw it just plummet. Your heart just dropped because you just saw all those unrealized gains, and then they just poof disappeared. Right? You just take that away completely. Take that option away completely, and don't stare at your account. You can stare at the chart in the stock price, and then you can watch the chart and see how that acts. But you do not need to put yourself through that emotional hell.
No, absolutely not. If you're like, this is gonna get real, and this is nothing. Like the run up that we saw to 70 and the price move that we saw coming back down is going to be nothing compared to the price action that we're going to see once we squeeze.
I tell myself that every day. Exactly. And I also do this one. If it was $83 today, what was I going to do? Was I going to do anything different? No. It's like
that's a really good way of looking at it. Like if the stock went to $200
Yeah.
over the next week, would you do anything?
My personal targets are so far beyond that it does not matter, because I'm not moving until I feel like I'm moving. That's the beauty of it all. So you're right. Some days, Rogue, I just turn it off and I learn something more about the market and communicate with my brothers and sisters and learn more about everything as a whole, rather than obsessing about why it's being manipulated.
Yeah.
You know, I may learn why for the long term, but I'm not going to be concerned personally.
Yeah, until it starts hitting the thousands, then I'll look at my bank account.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm not looking at the sell button. I'm just looking at the gains, because I like to see gains.
Yeah, what I've learned from these channels, like STV's channel, not financial advice, but I've learned so much about how the bonds work, the repos work, how they short things. We discuss major things that are just general great knowledge about markets in general. That would be a crash course that you'd have to take, you know, outside of these channels. So I see great value in that, and it's honestly, to me, it's entertaining to talk about, because I feel like I'm part of something special, right?
Ernie, thank you so much for another super chat, man. You're always dropping a lot of super chats. I really appreciate it, man. I've been buying since 878 to 68. I buy when I can, but I hold. I know endgame price is irrelevant at the time being. Yeah, like, for me, like, I agree, Ernie. For me, it's just like, oh, I want to buy more shares. Do I want to buy more shares at 60, 70, or 80, or do I want to buy more shares at sub 40? To me, I want to buy more shares at sub 40. And, like, I don't really have, like, a lot of people are like, this needs to happen now. Like, when are we going to see it? People used to get mad at, like, really angry in the comment sections when I would say, like, hey, this could take many months to play out. And, like, I'm fully prepared to be very patient, because I believe that, like, with all of the DD that we've done, I don't think that we're wrong. Well, once the squeeze happens, we'll see how high we can go, but we don't know at the current time. Why stress out about what's going to happen now when we have something potentially amazing happening at some point?
I'm going to go off of that real quick. So, you know, everyone's glorifying the diamond hands, right? The most powerful diamond-handed apes are the ones that aren't even looking at the charts, the ones that are out there doing their job, not even staring at their phones at all, and they have their price targets or their alerts set up on their phone. Those are the diamond-handed apes that the hedge funds needs to be worried about.
Yeah.
They don't care. They're literally just living their life.
Oh yeah, I'm not going anywhere, and it doesn't matter what they do. So that's my choice.
It's like that's a large portion of people too, because a lot of people aren't even on Twitter, aren't on Reddit, aren't on YouTube. Like, remember that.
Yeah, it's important to understand a large number of people haven't even entered positions in the stock yet. There's people that are going to, so we're just getting going, in my opinion, and early adopters to a crazy wave.
Right. It's psychological warfare right now.
Yeah.
It's literally the battle of the diamond hands. That's what it is. It's how long can they withstand the margin calls, paying the borrow fee rates, and facing these massive losses that they have right now. Or it's like a group of retail investors that haven't had money before to just wait until, because it costs me $0 to hold.
Right.
It's just time.
To say to only don't look at your bank account. And I don't care how much you have invested in it. You could be rich right now and you'd invested a lot into AMC, still don't look at your bank account, because you're still going to see when you see the astronomical amounts of like cash that are sitting in your account, you're going to sell. Your psychological, your emotions are going to get the best of you when it's easier to look at the chart and just look at it logically.
Good thing I was born with very little logic, so it's pretty easy for me. This is a dream for me because I get to go all in on something crazy that absolutely I have conviction for on all levels with the community. For me, it's a dream come true because I've been waiting my whole life for a play this cool, not only this cool, but something I can really get behind from a social perspective as well. But yeah, you're right. Like I'd rather turn it all off than be concerned. I'd rather just shut it all off, not pay any attention at all, than be worried about what's going on. Because we're not the ones playing from a position of fear here. That's not it. We're not the ones in trouble. I tell myself that every day. I'm not. Yeah, I got a 0% interest on the biggest upside play I've ever seen. I don't pay anything any day. As a matter of fact, every day I just got a choice to get more. Like our man Ernie, I don't know if it was Ernie, but yeah, I've been buying in the 8s. I've been buying 40, 50, whatever. I dabble in. I try to find my entry points, sure, to maximize it. But at the same time, I don't feel bad about any position I've entered personally, because to me, I'm just accumulating for the MOAS. That's it.
And it costs us nothing to hold. It costs the hedge funds everything to short.
Man, I mean, there's evidence of that in billions and billions and billions and billions, folks. It's costing them. You might not see it in the MOAS having occurred in the stock you're invested in, but it's costing them every day to keep this going. And eventually, like, yeah, even the biggest gas tank runs out of fuel. And it's is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And like at the end of the day, everybody is in a different financial situation. And you just need to come up with your own plan. It's like, how much money can you personally afford to put into this? And where do you want to eventually get out?
Correct.
And if all of your criteria are not met yet, you just have to try to take the emotion out of it.
Correct.
Mine are when the shorts cover, that is when I will start to consider selling. And like what's going to tell me that is the overall market sell-off and hedge fund bankruptcies. None of that has happened yet. So I'm just continuing to buy. If they can give me the opportunity to buy lower, that's just better for me.
It's just better for me. Yeah, exactly. When we see the rest of the market bleed to the floor and shorts covering and an astronomical stock price, that's when I'm gonna start considering my plan, my strategy for myself. Right. No one's gonna tell me how many shares I need to have or need to buy, and it's not a competition. I don't care if you're the biggest whale or you're a 2x, 1x holder. We all have this. We're all here with the same type of ideas, So. Yeah, I totally agree 100%. I just wanted to piggyback on that, man. But have your plan. Yes. Be strategic in that aspect. Like, know what you want, right? Like everything, achieving something does take planning your goal, even if it's as wild as this, at least put something there on paper, reiterate it to yourself, and, you'll more likely execute that way rather than just, going by the whim of your seat when you're going through the most exciting, like incremental gain of your life,
right.
Potentially. Because that could cause just as much panic as a price drop, right, Rogue? Like, if not more.
Exactly.
100%.
Like if it's going through the moon and you're just confused, you might make an irrational decision. So
exactly.
Just, know what you want. You know what I mean?
Oh, we got a bunch of super chats coming in. Thank you guys so much for all those super chats. Shout out to everybody with the super chats. Thank you to everybody who's liking the video. It really helps us get more people in here so we can just kind of like explain to everybody like what's going on. Robin, thank you so much. Yo, check your DM on Twitter. DTCC removed JP Morgan. I sent you a screenshot of it. Yeah, we're going to look into that more. What it looked like, it may have been a specific account. I don't know for sure right now if JP Morgan is now not a member of the DTCC, but we're going to take a look at it. The Unparent. Hey, fellas, hoping all is well with you guys. Wishing you an awesome week. VIX, check your Twitter DMs. You guys I have a lot of DMs to go over. And then Nicole Leak, thank you so much for another super chat. The DTCC removed JP Morgan from their group, filed today, effective today. What does this mean? We are going to have to do some more research on that again. We're going to have to look at the exact account numbers. I don't really want to just like research stuff because it's like we won't say anything like on live. It's just going to be us going through stuff. But we're definitely going to look into that and figure out exactly what is going on.
Things are active with JP Morgan Bank regardless.
Everybody's interested in that right now.
But JP is, one way or another, JP is like the phone is got called. I'm not saying a margin per se, but things are happening down at that bank.
Yep.
I think they want their money.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the unparent brings up a good point. Rody 8th, thank you so much for another super chat, guys. You guys are very generous. Thank you. In the car business with zero inventory, was able to watch and buy the dip today. Red doesn't phase me. Appreciate you guys. Almost 900 shares at 28 average. Hey, Wes, you just sent me a super chat.
I won't get into my total share amount. I won't get into exactly like what's going on in the industry, but I'm definitely a car ape, so I relate to that individual. Yeah, because inventory, all sorts of high-end inventory in the world, we won't get off topic, is at a low, right? And it's kind of so weird how that's happening at this time when it's like, okay, do we make further investment? I know people that do what I do for a profession are we're a little bit more lofty than some, so I feel the sentiment there. And that same person's like proud of where they are. I understand, but no, the day I send you a super chat, you'll know for sure because it will be it's funny. It'll be the wildest one you've ever seen, and I'll create a new account like Short the VIX's water jug will be my account.
I know a lot of you guys have seen this LinkedIn post about. Let me see exactly what they're saying again. It's a little blurry. It has to do with them converting FTDs to naked shorts and then packaging them into the IWM ETF. First of all, an FTD is a result of it. An FTD could be a result of a naked short. So when you think about a failure to deliver, it's just, let's say me and Wes or me and Rogue enter into an agreement, and then it comes time where I have to deliver on my agreement and I can't. That's then a failure to deliver. So with those type of claims being made, we need evidence and exact proof of that going on, like concrete. It went here, it went into here, and now it's on the market. That's what we need. I think I said this a couple of times today in a Twitter space that we're getting to the point where we've seen so much DD come out. We have the broad picture of what's going on. And what we're trying to figure out now is stuff that most likely it is going to be relatively impossible to actually concretely verify unless you're actually at one of these institutions watching it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's great. Look into the stuff. Absolutely. But sometimes it just causes a lot of confusion for people that we don't necessarily need right now, because it's like if you guys have watched Trey's video, it's like that extra piece. It's like, well, we already have the whole stuff. We know how everything works. And now we're just trying to find out the mechanics of how everything works, like where things flow, which is great, but I don't know if we're going to be able to concretely figure that out.
Maybe, just maybe we won't figure it out in time.
Yeah.
It'll just happen.
Jeff Rockwell, thank you so much for the super chat, man. No questions. I know it's not much. You guys deserve it. Thank you all for being here for us. Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, and honestly, what I wanted to touch on was with all the DD, this shit could happen any day now. And then the DD does not matter anymore. That's it. That's what I'm trying to get my point across. Because anyone doing DD right now, and nothing against anyone doing it.
Exactly. But yeah, nothing against anybody trying to research.
It's not going to force a squeeze to happen knowing this information. But it is good to know. It's good information.
Exactly.
But it's not going to actually trigger something to happen.
Yeah, we've all done it. We've all gone down the rabbit hole. We've all tried to figure out stuff. And sometimes we find it and it's awesome and it comes true. But sometimes it's this was happening before, but it's not happening right now. So it's relevant, but not really to our current situation. It's just all moving parts. Or if we find something that's oh, this is pretty interesting, but it doesn't really have a large effect on the share price of the stock, it can get blown out of proportion because at the same time, people don't necessarily pay full attention or have the knowledge to understand sometimes everything, because the concepts being talked about are very complicated.
Right.
Oh, pushing with powder. Thank you so much for a super chat, man. New apes need to listen to the vets. We have been here before. We are not leaving. Trust the process. SDV, you rock. Rogue, do push-ups. Taco, thank you. Let's see. Check out that link, AMC Short Squeeze Simulator. Oh, yeah. If you guys haven't seen that yet, I don't have the link, but there's a simulator out there where you can put in your amount of shares and it simulates like the price action of AMC. So not like the actual price, but what it could be during a squeeze. So it'll like really fluctuate up, come back down, maybe go back up. And it's like practice for what you could like sell out at during a squeeze. So it's something to take a look at for sure if you want to like get a good idea of like how you're going to feel maybe or what we could potentially see in the future.
Yeah. And also, guys, I want you to understand that I'm not saying to stop doing the DD. I want everyone to do DD. Okay, the DD is still good.
Exactly.
But once the squeeze happens, the DD is no longer necessary. And all I'm saying is that the DD, although it's great to know this information, it's not going to trigger something to happen with the squeeze. It will bring a lot of knowledge and understanding of things that need to be known. Yes, that is the main point of the DD.
Right.
Do the DD. Exactly. Wes, are you muted?
Yeah, I think Wes, you might be muted, buddy. I don't know.
I feel like he is. Because I saw his mouth
Difficulties.
move and I didn't hear anything come out, bro.
Kai D, thank you. Without you, I would have sold. I mean, we're just here providing the information. SCV Citadel is going to run the DTCC. Highly doubt that. They have that one guy, David Ings, who's on the board of the DTCC, which in my mind, since Citadel is such a massive player, it would make sense that they would have somebody there. But it's also a huge conflict of interest that individual is on the board of the DTCC at the current time with all of the new proposed rule changes coming out. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you guys want to check out that short squeeze simulator link, Hayden, one of my mods, just linked that in the chat. Thank you, Hayden.
Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure it was, I think it was like a German ape that actually made that. I think it might have been Rock and Rolla Trade. Rock and Rolla Trade might have made that. But yeah, either way, the simulator is amazing. Unless it's the one where it just is showing the price. Which one is it?
I'm not necessarily. I haven't clicked on it. Eric, they're absolutely covering their shares slowly. They've covered 25 million over the last few days. Be careful with that. That's the Ortex reported data. Remember that one, Ortex is not giving us the full picture, and two, it can be that those numbers can be easily manipulated by the over-leveraged funds who are shorting AMC. Yeah. Very easily.
And we learned that back from January, February.
Yeah, actually, that's really important. So, Eric, this is an example of that. So, I hate this. All right. My computer just does weird things sometimes.
It's okay.
Let's pull up GameStop's short interest for January. Let's see. Let's load this up here. All right. Here we go. January. Right here. This is December 31st. Interesting. And then this would be January 15th. So short interest was falling into the squeeze and massively dropped after GameStop's supposed squeeze.
Right.
But remember, they had court hearings. The DTCC chairman came out and basically said, no, nobody really covered. They messed around with the margin requirements and yeah, nobody really covered. So then why is the short interest falling? It's because they're making it look like on their books that they have shares that they don't actually have access to in order to drop this short interest artificially.
Yeah, so they're screwing with the data.
You should
Basically,
use
right?
utilization, not short interest. Yeah, I like utilization. If you guys have seen, I think I might have been one of somebody in, I think, Trey's Discord posted the Notre Dame professor's research report on utilization. And I brought it up one time because I found it and I was like, that's wild. If the utilization is over 75%, there's a 1 in 26 chance every single trading day that there's a forced share recall. And what's AMC's? 92. And basically what that means is that there's so many shares out on loan that it's very risky for the institutions that are loaning them out. So they need to get these shares back. So right here, utilization 91.61. SCV, so we'll still see a short squeeze. Yeah, they haven't covered in any meaningful way. Also, Eric, if they were covering and they were pumping all of that buying volume into market, we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't have the share price coming down. The SPY's down a bit. We have futures too. I'll pull those up.
Is everything down right now in the market? I haven't been.
It might be starting. Also, I saw something that said that the QQQ was going to start having multiple expiration dates in a week. I saw that in a filing this morning. Have you guys seen anything about that?
I haven't seen anything.
No, Eric's not FUD. He's in here all the time asking good questions.
Yeah. People that just want answers to questions aren't shills either, guys.
Yeah, like you can tell when somebody's like shilling versus when they actually have a genuine question about what's going on. How does the short interest go down if the price is going down? Remember, our data is delayed and we're not getting the actual data. That's what we have to understand. Ortex is good to look at trends in utilization, reported shares on loan, and everything like that. But it's not the end all be all of everything that is happening. There's a lot of, it doesn't account for the synthetics. It doesn't account for the naked shorts. So we're just getting a small piece of the puzzle.
Exactly.
Hugh, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really, really appreciate all of those. Shout out to everybody with the super chats. And thank you guys so much for dropping a like on the video all the time. It really helps us get more people in here. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we're going. There's no knowing where we're rowing or which way the river's flowing. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane a blowing? Yeah, nobody really knows which. I mean, nobody knows how high we're going to go, and nobody knows when the squeeze is going to happen.
What the?
I think it was a poem.
Hugh,
thank you for the poem.
It might have been a poem or a song. Probably a poem.
Let's see. So that affected the short interest data that was reported. Let me pull up how the short. Okay, so it's going to take me a little while to actually like find this on the stream, but when you look at the fines for violating the FINRA reporting rule, I think it's 2410 or something like that. The fines for underreporting or misreporting or marking shorts as long, the largest fine I've seen is like $900,000. That's zero to these institutions. Oh, it's a Willy Wonka reference. Interesting. VIX, if you look at the AMC, or if you look at Webull on the AMC order flow, you can see that there were large orders that left. Look at large scale orders. Yeah, that's the way that, so Webull's like the only only broker that like shows that, I think, and the way that they portray it and they define it is very weird. So I don't really look at the order flow on Webull. I more look at the dark pool percentage. Ooh, TMI in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Ooh, Rogue logo. Get R. Oh, jeez.
Okay. Eric, I'm gonna look up the exact article where we can go through that. Here we go. Rogue, I think you're echoing.
Am I?
Yeah.
Damn. How
Let's
about now?
see. Hold on. I'm trying to find the exact. I found the article. I just have to find the.
How about now?
I think you're good now.
It's good.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here's how they mess with the data and make it look like they're covering, but they're actually not.
Hello.
If short sellers are facing a squeeze because shares are hard to buy or scrutiny for holding an illegal short position, they can create the appearance of having closed their short position through the use of deceptive options trades. We've talked about these a lot. A hedge fund that is short a stock can write call options on the stock, meaning they are now short the call options because they sold them, having sold the call options to someone else, typically a market maker, and simultaneously buying shares against the options. We'll explain how this works, but the shares bought against the call options could be synthetic longs, meaning they are not a part of the original share flow of the stock, as sold to the hedge fund by the market maker that takes the other side of the option trade. This works because if a market maker buys options from an options, okay, so yeah, the market maker has legal privileges to do a version of naked shorting. So they have those naked shares that don't necessarily exist. As a result of the above transaction, the hedge fund that sold short calls was able to buy synthetic long shares against the calls. The synthetic long shares are the other side of the naked shorts, legally initiated by the market maker so the market can hedge. They can now report that they've bought the shares back, but they actually haven't. And the reason for this is that those options end up being exercised because what they do is they sell deep in the money options. So when they sell those options, let's say they do it on a Thursday, but they're selling them for a Friday. So they make it look like they're good on a Friday, but then they just get exercised by the Tuesday. So it just kicks the can down the road even further. Ron Allen, good to see you in here again, man. Thank you so much for a super chat. Gents, was flying to Texas today. I hodled till the end. Quick recap on what happened today. Keep up the great work, gents. Yeah, so basically, we just saw a significant sell-off in the share price. We've seen this downtrend. We're coming back down to that triple bottom level. We're actually a little bit below it right now. But if TMI ends up hopping in here, I think he will be better at explaining the technicals of what's going on right now.
Did you send him an invite?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I should.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I did. Hugh, thank you for a super chat, man. Really, really appreciate it. Last time things were getting crazy, DFE posted this maddening scene from Willy Wonka, and it's stuck with me ever since. Oh, interesting. That's where that came from. What's up, Tipsy? The price drop is to reduce the number of apes and have a more concentrated number of shares per apes. That way, the squeeze happens. More people will sell part of their positions as the price go up. That is very possible, but at the same time, I think it's just more to shake off retail and lower sentiment in the stock. If a lot of new people have gotten in that don't necessarily know what's going on, like from March, or the last time we got basically the shareholder count, meaning how many shareholders there were. There were two of them. So one of them was like 3.1 million and one of them was like 4.2 million. That's a giant increase of people that not all of them probably got educated on everything that is going on.
Right. Yeah, because there was the 3 million that was back in March and 3.1 million. And then in June, I think it was like June, I forgot what time or what day it was in June. But June, we were told it was 4.1 million. And I mean, you could only assume how much we've grown from them. Because from then, I'm pretty sure the interviews that were like national TV interviews just started happening.
Right. Oh, there's a really good question in here. How does utilization work? We are at 91%, so only 9% of shares are being borrowed out. No, it's actually the opposite. So utilization is the amount of shares that institutions are willing to lend versus the amount of shares that are actually out on loan. So say all of the institutions are willing to lend 100 shares and they've loaned out, let's say in this example, 91 of them. So 91 shares are out on loan. And let's just say like the majority of them are shorted, but not all of them. So then the utilization would be 91. Oh, I think we're getting TMI in here in a couple minutes too. Nice.
Nice.
Is it, thank you for the super chat. Is it Isaiah or Isaiah? I'm not, I want to make sure I'm getting your name right. Buy and hold, learn the DD, stay true to your conviction, know your exit strategy. Don't over leverage yourself, fighting for change. Ape love. Thanks for the super chat. Isaiah or Isaiah. Really, really appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Ben, I remember that. Thank you so much for another one of those supers. I was sick with a cold, and then when I started feeling better, I broke a rib. Now every cough is like getting punched in the rib. Ooh, that's tough. Tell Rogue to be careful not to break a rib. Lol, feel better, Rogue. You did that squatting, didn't you, Ben? Let's see. Yeah, get out of here.
Did you already get him out?
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, wait, hold on. I got one of them.
If I was
Hold on.
able
Why
to-
did they, James, why did you, James, let's undo that one on wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Let's undo Sean's, and then if we can do that. I don't think I can. Sean was just pointing it out. Ron, another one. Awesome. So all of your opinions on when GME activates the NFT. We don't necessarily know if that is coming, so let's not try and like blow that out of proportion because we don't know exactly what is coming. How do you think this will affect AMC, if at all? Just your opinions, please. I can give my opinion on what I think will happen if they actually approve that crypto dividend. We saw it happen with Overstock, and Overstock ripped.
Mhm.
That's why I don't want this to get blown out of proportion, because I don't want people expecting a massive price movement and we start to squeeze, and then we don't see that happen and people get upset.
Right. It's better to be safe than sorry. There's no need to have high expectations.
Right.
Ride the
And then,
wave.
yeah, if that squeezes, most likely AMC will come with it. Oh, what's up, Clay Bro? You want to hop in? I'll shoot Clay Bro a link right now, too. We're going to have a full house tonight.
Sweet. Tell him to get Chip Bro too.
Chip Bro?
Yeah, Chip Bro. I want Chip Broski.
Wait, hold up. I'm going to have to find this. There it is. Boom.
Sent.
Link sent.
Mission accomplished.
Hit that like on the way in, guys. Yeah, thanks, Hayden. If you guys don't mind just dropping a like on the video, helps get some more people in here. If you don't want to, then don't do it. I need to do a video real quick. How long are you on? Claybro, we'll be on until 10 Eastern.
Perfect.
Eric, I'm saying they're not covering. Yeah. Also, when we see that we start to rip up again, we see these downtrends, any type of like aggressive price movement that we're going to see out of the stock, the shills and FUD is going to get spread everywhere. When we start coming down, people are going to be saying it's over. AMC's dead. Nothing's happening anymore.
Yeah.
Put your blinders on, honestly. And if we're going up and people are saying like, this is the top, blah, 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 don't listen to anybody except for yourself.
Yeah. Honestly, when we're ripping, don't pay attention to the media. Do not pay attention to the media. F the media. Sorry. You won't get tinged for that, right? Because I just
What's
said
up?
I said F the media.
No, you're good.
Okay, good. See, look at that. Yeah, I'm doing good. Try not
VIX,
to.
what's going on, man? I have 1,300 shares. IDK, I don't know right now. Please help. I mean, you got to do what's best for you. In my opinion, this type of price action is to be expected. I think I was telling a lot of people before that it is very possible that we see, hold up. We see one of those January situations happen when we rip up and then come back down to a higher level. And then this could play out for an extended period of time where we see eventually after ripping up, coming down, consolidating for a while, then we come up again. This could just be a cycle of us continuously stair-stepping upward. And that's why I think everybody kind of trying to jump the gun on like, it needs to happen now. It's like, well, everybody needs to relax. It'll happen when it happens. Antics. You're always funny, man. You always make me laugh.
What do you say?
He said fornicate the media.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
What about the bonds being used to short AMC? From my understanding, that was happening in the past. No longer anymore because those bonds are no longer around. I've seen some theories about what's going on with the like retired bonds that don't actually exist that were still listed. But at the same time, theories. And it's gonna like at the same time, really good information. Awesome for finding that that's a possibility. But I don't think running with it and saying this is exactly what's happening. I think it should be like I think what a lot of what the new DD comes out should be like, hey, this could be a possibility of what is happening, which I think people are doing a really good job of doing. Like this could be this could be it. Like what's happening. Rizwan, what if the hedge funds strike a deal with BlackRock and Vanguard for their shares? That kind of played into my dark pool theory, but at the same time, there's no evidence that suggests that the price of AMC is trading higher in the dark pools at the current time. It is all speculation, but it's possible. But at the same time, that would be a really high price if they were to do that because they could just wait and sell during the squeeze. Rob's FinTech, thank you for a super chat, man. Really appreciate it. Thoughts on about how inflation and how it might impact the movement. Love the channel. I think inflation's part of a larger problem. And that if inflation runs out of control, we could see a lot of other economic factors like in things start to move in a direction where we see a correction, like rate increases, which would be short-term bearish for stocks. But we do have a very special guest, as you guys all know. Boom.
We got
What's up, TMI?
What's going on, people?
Not much, man.
How you guys doing?
We're just hanging out, having a nice little after hours chat.
I like it, Rogue. You
Talking
hanging
about
in there?
some movie theater stocks.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Nice,
You know-
nice. I like it.
How's your night been, man?
You get rid of me.
No, we'll hopefully get back soon. It's been good. It's been good. It's been chilling, having a good time, checking out some of the videos that are online tonight. There's some good stuff out tonight. Some good stuff out.
Yeah. Who? Any in particular that you want to shout out?
I don't want to miss anybody now. Let's see here. So
There's a
Randall
lot of
Cornett for
videos.
sure.
I think people will understand if you've only seen a couple of them.
Yeah, I didn't see Randall's video yet, but he told me about his video that he put out, so I'm gonna give him a shout out in advance. I'm sure it's good. Jackson Hunter put out a new video tonight. Did you guys see it?
No, was that another DD that he released?
Oh shoot, you guys gotta see it. You know what? We should probably watch it after the live. I don't know what you guys are up to, but
yeah, I'm down.
It's worth the discussion. It's worth the discussion in a good way. I sent him a message already, but
cool.
Yeah, we should definitely check it out afterwards. So shout out to Jackson for that video.
I think I was literally watching like a portion of it, and then I saw that STV was live. I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this after.
Yeah. That's so that's it's gonna be the cause of conversation afterwards for sure.
Right.
He unblocked blocked his last video,
Oh, the one about the bonds?
and he addressed it in this video.
Oh, and the yeah, I think I saw something about the LinkedIn post too.
Yeah, he spoke about that too. So that there's just it was a lot. It was a lot. So so shout out to him. Shout out to Randall. Stimulate and trade Carlos trades. Stimulate and trade.
Got another
shout
good one
to
out.
him. Yeah. He typically does good. He doesn't put up video unless he's kind of done his own research, and he's done some good stuff. So
Right.
and of course, shout out to Short the VIX's last video. If you guys haven't seen it, go take a look at it. Solid information as always.
I watched that one too.
I liked that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, good stuff.
John Allen says, in my opinion, thank you for the super chat again, man. If hedge funds could prevent us from moving up, they would have. When you see all the effort they're putting in to drive the price down, ask yourself why. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people have been saying, I feel like TMI, you've heard a little bit of this too, that options don't matter and to just buy shares. One, people can do whatever they want with their money.
Yep.
And then two,
one
of the main reasons why we had that rip up
get me started.
was because of those options.
Yeah. So I think people need to realize that how would you compare the two? Options is kind of like going into fifth gear. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can drive a car, sure, but if you want to, options are like the slingshot. They really propel rockets where it needs to go. You know when you're watching Tesla take off and the rocket's on another rocket? The first rocket is the stock, but the actual like jet in the back of the ship that breaks off, that's the option that takes it to another, or vice versa actually. The first rocket's the options, and then the stock takes off after that. So they definitely do play a part in this, and it started GameStop the first time, options.
Right.
But again, only if you know how to play options.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
They're risky. If you're fine with playing options, you have experience doing it, go for it. If not,
yeah, I didn't just
try.
I didn't see
just know the risk.
Yeah, I didn't see Clay Bro's video for those of you guys who are saying Clay Bros, but I will watch it later on today. So shout out to Clay Bro in advance of seeing his video. I didn't watch it yet, but no shade at all.
Yeah, I think he's gonna hop in later after he's recording a video right now, I think, and then he'll pop in, I think.
Okay, so guys, whoever said Clay Bro's video, if he's recording a video right now, of course I didn't see it yet. He didn't put it out yet.
John Smith says, "Would you rather have a Prius or a Lamborghini than keep holding?" That's funny, John.
I'm definitely gonna do. Clay Bro's in the chat said no video yet. You guys tried to trap me. Yeah, what if I said that I watched this video and I liked it? He came in and said,
funny.
No video yet. Oh man. Oh god. What time is it? Is it 9:30 yet?
IWM ETF to bring down AMC. Okay. This ETF stuff is really, really going. I am under the impression that the ETFs are like the last ditch effort to try and get some short exposure on AMC. It's not enough if they were to just not short direct shares, but just short the ETFs to just push down the price of AMC and manipulate the heck out of it. I'm
going to drop that clip of you explaining the ETFs on the channel tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we got to yeah, I'm still on that same page about the swaps and stuff.
Okay, you know what? I'll share the video with you again to make sure that you just check it before.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything new that would change my mind. Maybe I'll watch some videos tonight, and then or we'll watch some stuff and compare and see if our mind gets changed. That's really what it is. It's like I'm under the impression I have like a certain idea right now from my knowledge, but if there's new and additional information, then okay, we'll go from there.
Right. Oh, and that's always how, right? Like if you say something and you're not correct, we don't act like we didn't say it or try to spin it or something. Like you just address it, get the correct information, share the correct information, and then move on. That's it.
Exactly.
Or I made a video once called "I fucked up." Oh shoot, sorry, swearing. I effed up.
You're fine.
It was just because I made a video, and then 2 hours later, I actually did more DD after the video was done. Which, in a sense, if you're doing more DD right after the video is done, chances are you didn't do enough DD for the actual video itself.
Right.
And then I figured out that I was just a bit off, and I was like, okay, well, look, you can either act like I wasn't, mislead a bunch of people, it doesn't really matter, or call yourself out, information out there, and live to see another day. It is what it
100%.
is.
Yeah. I've had a couple of those where I'm like, I think I'm onto something, and then like the worst one was the Citadel stuff. I was like, oh, come on, really?
Yeah,
honestly,
that sucks.
If we put out information, and if any of you want to challenge it, I just want the facts.
Exactly.
So if you have facts to back up your opinion, I want to see it. But if you
100%.
don't, I don't.
100%.
Blatant and honest.
Ooh, vortex buy signal. Let's look at that.
Vortex power. Oh. It's starting to get dark over here. I'll be right back.
I mean, this is the Ortex buy signal that we have up. It's from Friday.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think they like update it, but
no, I think it stays for as long as it's projected to last for. Like if it says 6 days, it's gonna stay there till at least 6 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, that's.
Yeah. Ooh, TMI. We took a look at the Goldman Sachs stuff briefly. That's pretty interesting stuff.
It definitely is. And it's pointing its fingers back at 2008, 2007.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with the Wells Fargo thing, and I think we're gonna have to wait till next week or the week after to see if Bank of America is also pulling credit lines,
which can point to something very special. We could possibly be seeing. We could possibly map out. Actually, should I say it on live?
Hey, it's not your channel. You can go for it.
Yeah, no. I wasn't gonna talk shit about anybody, because the Discord told me not to do that anymore. So shout out to everyone in the Discord. They're just like, okay, we get it. You can stop dropping subtle hints. I'm like, okay, cool, done. If we look at the banks, we could possibly see, because this whole threshold is kind of threw people off a lot. But if we see which brokers are slowly starting to shut things down, we could potentially see where they were using brokers and shifting them before it got to the threshold list or before it got to the 13 days, like to short the stock.
Right.
What the hell's going on over here?
You good?
Yeah, but I'm thinking that like if we see.
Oh my God, we have a Rogue. There's an account called Rogue's Pushups.
No.
And they sent a super chat that just says hello Rogue, STV, and TMI. That's pretty cool. Shout out to Rogue's Pushups.
Hell yeah. Hey, thanks for holding it down.
With the push-ups?
Yeah, Rogue's Push-Ups. Thanks for holding it down while I've been sick.
TMI, you want to do some technicals? You there?
Bro, I think he was.
I was on mute.
Oh, yeah. You want to do some technicals?
I was supposed to jump into the live chat to start in the hammer, but I think someone got him. I think 007 got him already.
Someone got him. I saw it. I was going to do it, and then I wanted to let the mods have some fun.
Damn. Okay. I was trying to get him quick. All right, cool. Okay, so, sure. What's going on with the technicals for after hours?
More of that the triple bottom stuff, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So we did not look so good after hours, did we?
No, but it's also after hours. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen in the pre-market.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay, so basically everything is red after hours, though. Holy crap! Like Apple, Google, SPY, Dow Jones, Nasdaq was just red today. Bitcoin still down. GameStop, AMC, like Yeah, I'm guessing the market could be down. Anyways, okay, so leading into the week, just taking things from there. So maybe just go to the 5-day for AMC.
Yep. Oh, or you can just pull up yours if you would like to.
Oh yeah. Let me see here.
I think you still have all your charting on yours still up, probably.
Yeah, I do. I don't really take it off. I just kind of leave it there.
Oh, what's
Just
up,
make
Fuzzy
sure.
G?
Fuzzy's in the house. Okay.
Sad to say goodnight to this star-studded cast, but I want to get a round of golf in at sunrise before work if I can. Holding for all of you. Awesome, man. Good night from
That's
Rhode Island.
Oh, shout out to
Dude,
him.
early go. I just like struggle at waking up early. Where are you gonna go play?
Oh,
I know Rhode Island kind of for golf courses.
okay. When we travel, we definitely gotta play golf.
Oh, for sure.
We gotta get at least 18 in. Yeah. Are we live? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so let me go to the 1 month actually. Okay, so was there a question specifically that I could address?
Somebody just said like TMI pull up your chart, but I was more wondering about like that triple bottom retest maybe where that support level may be, because I know a lot of people are saying technicals don't matter, but we've seen the stock respect technicals a lot.
Yeah, and I think okay, so I think what people need to realize too, you know, technicals didn't matter when volume was so high, right? Because the stock was moving off. The stock was algorithmic trading combating the emotions of many people, but like not the typical emotions of investors. Is like the sporadic emotion of investors, the combination of FOMO and apes. Like it's just like the algorithms aren't made to combat apes. Like they're just not created. There's no history of them to actually go base the new algorithm on. This is why they got so effed up in the first place, in my opinion, right?
Mhm.
So that's just one thing. But the second thing is, once volume's slowing down, it becomes easier and easier to read. That being said, it also becomes less valuable to play. So it's a combination of both. It's easier to read, but you just don't make as much money in it because it's not moving as quickly, and that's how you make a lot of money when you day trade. But if you say that it doesn't matter, then that means you must be only holding. If you're only holding, then it doesn't matter. If you're looking for entry points, it matters. If you're playing options, then it matters. If you're only going to hold from here on in, then that's fine. I can respect that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mainly look at it for like the key levels. Like, what is an important level for the stock? I'm not trying to use it to be like, oh, like if it does this, and does this. I'm just looking for those like key price points that have been respected in the past and what could possibly happen. I'm not like putting my entire like thesis on the technicals. I just think they're helpful to look at to see, maybe the price will do this based on this.
Yeah. Okay. So looking at the stock, okay. So that's why the reason why I'm asking about was there a specific
I'm
question is because I
glitching
don't
real
want
bad.
I am.
I think.
Okay. So before I get into the technicals too much, I don't want to scare anybody with anything I say. So we're just looking for key levels of resistance. I'll keep it top line. If anyone has any questions, feel free to just shoot it out there, and then I'll kind of go through them bit by bit. Okay, so looking at the chart right now, this is where we are. And we saw this low of 38.76 a few days ago, okay? That was going to be retested. Even after we shot back up, we're going to go back to retest that since we bounced so hard off of it. To me, either we ripped from there and that was as low as it went before the squeeze, or we went back to test it again in order for us to truly move up. No, AMC is not over. It didn't even start yet. So now that we came back to this level, right? We came back to, and it was 38.7 is what I said I was going to come back to on Sunday. And on Tuesday, today, it came back to 38.70. So almost 6 cents off, exactly like pinpoint placement to where the chart said the stock was going to retest, which is fine. It's easy for you to read if you can kind of understand that part, right? Now, the difficult thing is now that it has dropped so low the after hours, what happens psychologically? You have 4 million people second guessing the stock price from 4 o'clock p.m. until 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. EST morning. So although it's low volume and although the price drop is minimal, right? It only dropped $2 after hours. You have a lot of people looking at these red dots on a chart thinking, what the hell is going on for an extended period of time? That's the benefit of dropping a stock after hours, because a bunch of retail investors are just staring at it, right? And they don't do much. Not everyone has access to extended hours. So keep that in mind, people. It's a very, very, very well played cycle. This is chess, and they're doing a very good job at it. And obviously they're the best at it, right? So looking at this stock now, seeing that it broke through the level of resistance, the next thing is, okay, now that it broke through this level of, the level of support, now that it broke through the level of support, what are we looking for? There's a few different things you can look at. You can't look at the RSI to say, okay, what's the lowest we see on the RSI as of recently? And when I'm looking at it on a 1 hour chart, I'm looking at a 6-month chart, but on a 1 hour interval, the lowest RSIs I'm seeing are 22, which is currently at basically, and the next lowest one is 17, right? So depending on what time it is, you can take a look at the RSI to see if you're getting in around that range. Then you can probably expect to see a little bit of a bounce. But the next lowest levels of support are 34 and 32, okay? So that's not to scare anybody. That's just to let you guys know how far they could potentially push this stock down before we see another bounce again. So we didn't see a bounce today, which is fine, but we could see a bounce in the pre-market tomorrow, or we could do the same thing we did 4 days ago. Because 4 days ago, we had a drop after hours here. We had a drop after hours here, and then we had first thing in the morning, I do the same thing again. First thing in the morning here, to the point where people were kind of questioning, okay, is this stock going to go up or not? And there were probably some paper hands. That being said, we had a great day that day. So looking at this chart again, we could potentially be doing the same thing again. Let's go. What color is that? Blue? No, it was green.
Oh, TMI real quick. Dixie, thank you for the super chat. Do you think we're actually getting close to fundamental price? If not, do you think what do you think the fundamental price is at this moment? Very hard to do without a valuation analysis. We would really have to wait for earnings.
Yeah, the fundamental. Do you think we're getting close to the fundamental price because we're going down? Yes.
Yeah. Also, just real quick, can you guys see and hear me all right? I think I'm glitching out, but I can't really tell. So just drop like a thumbs up or something if you guys can hear me and TMI all right. Let's see. Maybe it's just the way it's shown on our end on YouTube where it just looks fine. Sound fine? Okay, cool. My bad.
What time is it? 8:59. Okay.
Boom!
I was gonna say, does he sound fine or does he sound fine?
Does he sound fine or does he sound fine?
See, yeah, because I'll like move
and then I'll see it like I'll just be like this.
I got you.
And I'm like, what is going on? All right, cool. We're good.
Okay, so yeah. So this, we could basically be seeing the exact same pattern because we've seen the same pattern. Like, the reason why I'm doing this is, again, guys, it's not to scare anybody. It's just to say, like, okay, we have to recognize patterns. And people say the lines don't mean anything, but if you did see the lines and you're learning bit by bit, how to look at them, you can start to recognize different patterns happening in different places. You're like, oh, that looks familiar. We've been here before. Yeah, we have, because it's an algorithm, and they don't know how to freaking change the algorithm overnight. Whoopsies. Let's go from this level. So when you zoom out, you're kind of like, hold on a second. Are we seeing the same thing over and over and over again? Like, kind of are. Yeah. We see a pre-market dip. We see after-market dip. We see a pre-market dip. We see a dip. We see a rise. 3 days is red. 4 days red. We see a pre-market dip. We see a after-market. We see a rise. Then it has like another 3-4 days, and it's like we're doing the same thing over and over again. Then again, you go to GameStop and you realize, oh, let's see here, having the same thing. It's like, yeah, they kind of have. It's the 1 year in GameStop. It's like the more you look at it, the more you kind of like it's really man versus computer. It's kind of like when you see like, humans versus computers, like it's like in a movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. And like, yeah, they are controlling the computer, and they could tell the computer when to stop, but they're not smarter than the computer. They're trusting the computer more than they're trusting their own common sense. Like it's almost too similar when you look at these patterns, to the point where I think GameStop tomorrow is going to start going on a rip. Shoot, not tomorrow, guys. Sometime in the near future, based on the patterns, they're due for a breakout of this current bull flag. Should not have said tomorrow. Some in the future. But like when you just look at the patterns, you're kind of like,
little slip there.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually think, he just was like just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just saying in the near future, guys.
Exactly. I didn't buy or anything. No.
I can see where you're going though. Basically, you see a pattern. So
I mean, it's one of the things too where it's kind of like, this is, mind you, this is just my opinion, and I haven't seen it too many places. But what I did see was that one article on Reddit, I think it was on Superstock, of identifying the exact same candles, like how similar the pattern was for GameStop. But this is just after you looking at the chart saying, okay, this looks too similar. So it's like you can look at the chart and basically base an idea for the pattern, and then you can have somebody who's like spending 5 hours of like, taking pictures and holding it really close up that can, break down what the exact algorithm is.
Right.
So that being said, guys, we could continue to see a little dip. We are very close to seeing a very large bounce. I don't know how high that bounce will be. In the past, we've seen a bounce of 8%, 7%, 10-day. We've seen bounces of more intraday, like highs of 15, 16%. They came back down to 8. So we're sitting right now at 22 in the RSI. It looks like we could. Oh, even look here. We can't see it really because your heads are in the way. But let's see here. Okay.
I'm just kidding. That's not
here. We see like a huge dip here, and then we see like a little bit of consolidation, right? If I scroll down here, you see a dip, a little bit of consolidation, and then a rip. Same thing here. A dip, a little bit of consolidation, and now we're waiting for the rip. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you can slowly see the pattern is happening bit by bit, but it's just my.
Yeah, always awesome with the technical analysis. TMI, Tipsy brought up something. I actually didn't look at TLT today. It did something pretty interesting.
Oh no! Did I miss that opportunity?
No. TLT's on the right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so look what happened with the 10-year. The 10-year went from like 1.28 to 1.4. So it made one of these little bounces. But we've seen that. We've seen down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's like it is descending.
Yeah.
But that's what happens to something must have happened right here. There must have been something with bonds that came out at 1.
That's TLT?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's not that big. It's 146 to 1. Oh, that's big on TLT. Tipsy, if you hit TLT on the downside, I'm going to be jealous of you.
Tipsy, if you don't tell me what your play is on TLT, I'm going to be jealous of you.
Interest rate goes up when TLT falls.
TLT is going to form.
Tipsy, I think it would be TLT falls when interest rates go up. Same difference, though.
Yeah, because it started off today green, like very green. And then it took a hard drop. So what time did information come out today? Because I'm just trying to figure this out.
Something came out. It must have came up out at like
10:30.
That's a big, thick red candle on TLT. But guys, the reason why we're talking about TLT is because what I like to say, my investment thesis and why I talk about AMC all the time and spend all my time learning about it is because I don't think there's a stock that has the potential to give me a higher return than AMC or GameStop.
Oh yeah.
Same thing for options. I think that the opportunity for options is going to be much greater in plays like TLT, HYG, LQD, VXX. So that's why we're pulling that up. We're going to be looking. No, this is an AMC channel. Yeah, I know. But these are important for options. Like I'm going to be starting to play probably over the next month some bearish positions in the overall market, which I'm expecting to play out with the short squeeze.
Yeah, not as a hedge, more so to add on.
Oh, Silos, I know who Josh is. Oh, I know.
Who's Josh?
The TLT, who I saw the TLT from. Trading Fraternity and Stock Market Live. If you guys don't watch his channel, not an AMC guy, just an overall market guy. I think he's talked about AMC in the past and owns it. Not positive though. Really, really smart dude. Hold on. RV Trader. Is that confirmed? Because that needs to be confirmed in order to. Yeah, TBT is like the inverse. Let's see. I thought we were here for crayons and bananas. Yeah, obviously. But there's also, because there's two aspects to the play. There's AMC. And then there's the option side of it. So I have options on AMC right now, but I don't really want to buy more. And I like to have options, and I think there's just other plays. Short the VIX, who are you guys talking to? Responding to YouTube comments or Discord? If Discord, could you send me the channel link? No, we are we're responding to the YouTube chat, but we also have a joint Discord now, TMI and myself. So we're gonna change the name to that in the near future to basically what our podcast is gonna be called, and the Discord is gonna be a joint with TMI and myself. Yeah, market crash, good for AMC. Yeah, TMI. I think TMI's internet was glitching out for a little bit, so he'll pop back in maybe if he gets his internet figured out, or that might be all we get to see from our masked friend for today. I wish we had a chart left up after hours till 8 p.m. That's. I mean, we do right here, and it's past 8. So right here, down in the after hours to 37.15 is what we close the after hours at. First of all, if you're going to talk politics, Trump hit we're not going to talk politics. We just talk about like policy if we're going to talk about anything. Has the JP Morgan stuff been confirmed about the margin calls? No, but it makes a lot of sense that they would do that. Let's hit that like button, fellow apes and apettes. Thanks, Bryce. VIX Trey posted a video, just a heads up. Oh, bye, everybody. I'll see you in a little bit, I guess. No, definitely go watch Trey's videos. Definitely got some good stuff. Maybe that's where TMI went off to. Hey, did you go watch Trey's video?
There we go.
Is that what happened?
Man, that was a good video. That was a good video. No, I didn't go watch it. I saw that he posted though. I saw that he posted. And I was just like, oh, he looks happy. Something about a scorpion and a turtle. I was like, okay, it's gonna be story time with the Apollo.
Huh?
He posted something about a scorpion and a polo and a scorpion and a turtle.
Interesting.
I was like, I don't know what story that is, but it sounds like it's gonna be story time at the Apollo. Like he's just gonna start ranting, which is, good sometimes.
Oh yeah, Hella Bliss. No review dork tonight. He had something come up. So we're gonna push it back to tomorrow. Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys that.
That guy is something else to book. We were supposed to have a video. Listen, review dork, if you're watching this video, you already know what time it is, buddy. Okay. We were supposed to have a video like 3-4 times. And then this guy delayed 3-4 times. One thing or another. Things happen. I'm sure he's a busy guy. And then the one time he's like, okay, I'm ready to go. I was like, yeah, now I'm busy. It was just bad timing. So I'm looking forward to being on the same video as that guy eventually.
Eric says, why does Ortex suggest they're covering, but I say they haven't? One, in order, like, if they were covering in a significant way, we would see that reflected in the price. We wouldn't be having these steep downtrends if they were pumping in that buying volume. Two, we went over the strategies earlier, Eric, on how they can basically make it look like they're covering and they've closed out their positions, even though they have not. So we've seen this happen in January. We have like we know how they do it. And that's why we say Ortex gives us a good idea with the trends, but not necessarily the whole picture. And we say that all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a video out on this, like a short one. But I have a theory because people are saying, you know, what if they're covering? What if they're covering? Right? Actually, let me just make sure I take a note of this.
Utilization went up.
Yeah. But think about it this way. We in the ape community, we have people that we like to say are diamond hands, paper hands. There's really two different ways of breaking up the apes, right? Like you have people who hold and people who just they can't do it. Okay. For the other side, for those who we are against, for those who are shorting the stock, we're long, they're shorting, it's just natural what happens in the market. They also have paper hands. So think about it this way. If you're covering, if you start covering and the stock's at 30 or 40 bucks, that means you're saying you don't think the stock's going to go lower than this. So you're starting to cover now. Like the other side of this argument doesn't quite make sense. So when people say that, like, oh, what if they're covering? If they're covering and it's 30, 40 bucks, that means they think it's going to go way higher. Like they are at the lowest possible level if they're covering at this level. Because there's no way you're covering at 30 if you think it's going to go down to 20 or if you think it's going to go down to 10. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't quite make sense. So think about that. If anyone's covering, it means that they are scared the price is going to skyrocket and they're not going to get a chance to get shares recovered at this level, which is fine, which is what we all think as well. So maybe they're slowly, very slowly starting to cover. Maybe just little guys are trying to cover it bit by bit. Very possibly. It's not a substantial amount, not enough for us to notice, you know what I mean? But it's very possible they're covering bit by bit. There are probably some paper hands on the institutional sides. The same method that we had paper hands on the retail side, right? So just something to think about.
Yeah, and then somebody also asked about utilization. It's the amount of shares that institutions are willing to lend out versus the amount of shares that have been lent out. So say there's 100 shares that institutions are willing to lend, and all of the institutions have loaned out 91 shares. Utilization would then be 91.
Now imagine, so they only have, this is a funny thing, right? They can only be around 19, 20%. They can't be more. Because if they are more and everyone on the retail side makes sure their shares cannot be lent, they call the brokers and say, okay, we want to stop lending our shares, then it's share recall time. Like it's very dangerous territory for them to even show that they're over 20%. They probably are over 20%. But for them to report the data that they're over, so we'll probably never see it. You know what I mean? Like that's the line. Although it could possibly be their speculation zone. You know, okay, should we get the tinfoil hats out now or should we wait?
You can go for it. There's also what do you realistically think the short interest is question. I think that's a good one for the tinfoil hat.
Oh,
I still didn't make mine because I can't do it now.
Oh no, we can definitely do it. I don't have any tinfoil right now, but tomorrow I'll have a tinfoil hat for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think the short interest right now for AMC is probably around 250 to 300, and then for GameStop it's probably around 400 or 500. I'm just guessing.
For me, I think the short interest is so this is just it's going to be like a range. It's at least 150 to 200% higher than what it is now. So 150% higher or way above.
You're close to what I'm saying. Okay, cool. Oh, for both.
Well, no, not 150% total, just 150% of like above what like it is now.
Okay, so I'm going based off of what the brokers are requiring for margin.
Yeah.
from these individual. I'm just basing off of that. I'm like, okay, if you guys are saying 800% for GameStop with some brokers and 400, 500% for AMC, I'm just gonna go half of that.
Yeah, I was more basing it off of like the Wes Christian interviews where he says like rule of thumb, anytime you're looking at reported short interest, it's most likely like the actual short interest is probably 150% at least higher than what the numbers you are seeing.
So you
So
know what I
that's just
compare
where
that
I'm
to?
getting my idea.
What time is it? It's 9:14. So permission to have a after hours statement before after hours starts.
Go for it.
So you know if you ever ask somebody how many people have they been with, they'll give you a number,
Yeah.
and then you automatically
The multiplier?
you multiply that number by 3 just to be safe. Exactly. Just that's how you know. So that's kind of like short interest. Short interest is kind of like your past. You know what I mean? You gotta.
Yeah, exactly. Oh
You're
my
you're
God.
saying you're
Vix is
saying you're
dressed like
doubling
a
it.
wizard with a crystal ball so he can tell us the future for the squeeze. For the squeeze, tell us when it happens and how much it's going to be when we should sell. That's awesome.
Hey, people know the people know the multiplier. You just gotta hide your number. Just gotta divide it, subtract it, whatever it takes to get the number you guys ever want people to know.
Yeah, that's what the hedge funds are doing with the short
That's it.
interest.
They're like, that's my number, but like divide it by 2. Yeah, minus a few. Now divide that again by 2. Okay, cool. That looks better.
Dude, that's like the perfect analogy for the short interest.
Yeah,
Like it's spot on.
that's another short. All right, I'm gonna start making a bunch of shorts. Naked
Oh,
shorts.
for
Oh,
YouTube Shorts.
YouTube should have naked shorts as like a
You
nah.
should like do like what you have to do to make it a short, but then the next hashtag is just like naked shorts.
I love that. Naked shorts.
They haven't covered their shorts, so who cares? I'm in that boat too.
Oh yeah.
I'm still up 75%. Channels like this does help with people like me to help stay focused on the end game. Thank you. Yeah, we're just here to try to get out the information and just explain exactly what's going on.
That's it.
That's really what we're here for. See, once the comments start going, they don't stop. Where's Antics? Antics was in here for a while. Oh, it's also Mike V's birthday. Shout out to Mike V. He's always in our
It's
live
his
chats. It's his
birthday.
birthday today.
Shout out to Mike V. Mike V. Shalom.
Dun, dun,
100% utilization is the next big catalyst. I think so. Well,
yeah.
for AMC at least.
Yeah.
Depending on
need
when
fluffers.
it comes.
We need our guy.
If
Mascadamus and
Black Card starts
tinfoil
selling,
VIX. Yeah.
that's it.
Will you still be giving us your opinion on when it starts peaks? I'm not going to tell you when I sell. I've given my indicators a lot of times on what is going to tell us when we're like starting in the middle towards the top. But again, they're not exact. So you're still going to have to make the decision for yourself. I'm not going to be saying when I sell. TMI is not. I don't think anybody is because it's not helpful.
Listen, you guys will know when I sell. Because I'll tell you guys this secret.
What's the secret?
And then I'll say, and then that's basically it, right? So that's basically what I'll say, and then that's the secret. So there you go.
I was so confused because there's the delay on my end, and then I came over and I saw what you were doing. I was like, gotcha.
Don't say I never told you anything. No, guys, seriously, there's some serious charges with that. There's some serious charges with that. Like talking about influencing a market. When this thing starts to squeeze, there's going to be so many people that are going out of business, that are going to be out of money. They're going to be looking to get some sort of cash by suing the hell out of a bunch of I just don't want to be a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Let them fall. Let the
Exactly.
bodies hit the floor. Someone told me to play that today in the live. I was just like, that's not happening.
Yeah, I don't think YouTube would like that very much.
No, no, no.
I was worried when you played the that Star Wars clip. I was like, ooh, I don't know.
So was I. Actually, let me
You were
just
good
check
though?
right now. I don't know, actually. Yep, so far so good. Oh, wait, didn't check the lives. Yep, so far so good.
Kringle's back in here. Beneath TMI's mask is another mask.
Oh, you already know.
He's double darn it, I don't want to say it. It's not
Yeah, be
time yet.
careful. Be careful. Be careful. If I
Does
take
that
off the
make the
mask
mask less effective
without the
because
like
of
from
friction?
the funny thing is, honestly, I don't even know if I'm being shadow banned because my name is the masked investor because I have mask in it.
Yeah, I thought I was, and then I don't know. You never
I
know
don't
what
know
happens.
what it is.
Lawyers are already prepping. Yeah, so are mine.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Listen, this is why. Listen, you guys aren't gonna be able to tell, but when this thing starts, I'm gonna be in a different country. I'm gonna be far, far away, someplace in North Africa, just chilling.
Why wouldn't you go to like Switzerland?
Why don't I go to Switzerland?
Isn't that the place where they can't extradite for like?
You know how easy it is to locate a black man in Switzerland?
That's true.
No, I'm going to Africa. You ain't finding me.
I'll go
No,
to Switzerland.
no. That's not how this works. No extradition's one thing, but if they can see where you're at, they'll get your ass out of there. Trust me.
That's
Listen,
true. You're gonna have to.
if the government wants to find you, they'll find you. You seen Fast and Furious when The Rock went to go hunting?
Oh yeah, definitely.
No. What up, bro?
Vix, I look forward to making you a part of the nightly routine. Awesome, man.
I guess there's. Oh, really?
What'd you say? Or what happened?
Rogue's alive and well.
Where is he? Really? Rogue, I'm gonna need some more details, buddy.
Yeah, so am I.
Can you go do some recon?
I just it's one of my mentions. It's one of all three of our mentions, actually.
Bro, I got something. Let me not say that. It sounds douchey. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see it. There's too many.
That's what I was.
Okay,
So you said, good for you.
Oh, I did find a. Oh God.
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Rogue, can you send that to us?
Yeah, for now it's just word of mouth.
Rogue, if you got that, send that over. That's interesting. I wonder why. Like that doesn't make any sense. I feel like that's just. Oh, there he goes.
He sent it?
No, I'm looking. Gotcha. All right. Good night, all. Remember your why, and who you hold for. Good night, man. Thanks for popping in.
Green Day tomorrow. Shout out
You guys
to
are killing me. What is it? No, it's
shout
not.
out to
It's not
Lee.
like we
Someone
do this
just
all the
asked.
time. We
Yeah,
always go
someone
off on our like private tangents, and it's everybody's like, "Come on, tell us," and it's never like important.
I know. Someone just asked, why is it sliding after hours? And it's like, so that you can look at this red candle and not sleep tonight. Like this is part of it, people. So
Yeah.
you stare at that red candle, you go to sleep worried, you wake up and see red, you wake up worried. Like they own you, they own your head for the 12 hours in between when it closes and when it opens. Short the VIX, don't make the joke. Okay, just let it go. Let it go.
No, I just saw Push say 7 minutes. Then I can make the joke.
Pushing, you can do longer than that. Oh wait. Oh. He meant until. Gotcha. Okay.
How do you know?
I don't. That's a great question. That's a great question. OnlyFans. OnlyFans. Let's see here. That really just went off quickly.
Oh my. So what's the real price? 5K, 50K, 100K? Because I know it's not 38. The real price is what we see on the screen. There's no evidence in the dark pools, especially from Stephanie, the dark pool expert. I asked her about it on stream in front of all of you. I was like, have you seen any trades? Because she watches AMC, she owns AMC, she's like part of the movement. I was like, have you seen any trades that are wildly above the current prices that we are trading at? And she was like, no. And then I asked her about the orders that looked like they were trading that high. And she was like, oh, that's just like, I think she called it the ECN book, where those are like orders waiting to be filled. And we've seen that a lot of times on the level 2 over here, where there's just like super high ask prices, but they're not going to get filled. So it doesn't really matter. I could put in a sell order for $10,000 right now, but it doesn't mean it's going to get executed.
Well, think about it, right? Is if you want to short the top, whenever that happens, could you potentially put shares up there to short and wait?
Somebody would have to buy. Somebody would have to buy it from you.
No, I know, but you can have the sell order up there, though, right?
Yeah,
And
it just won't get filled ever.
But that's what I'm saying. So sometimes we see those numbers and we're like, what are they doing there, right?
Yeah.
So they could just be chilling there. I still have not seen what the hell this thing's about.
Yeah. Trey said we may see a sell-off early, then a spike back, or a sell-off and consolidate at 32.36 a share for days, maybe weeks. Hope not, but be ready. Yeah, Matt's duck suspenders. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know you're pretty credible. I haven't seen the video, but yeah, I'm gonna watch that after to see because Trey does a lot of technicals, and it's just where the technicals are showing where the stock may go.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, one of the biggest, not biggest fears, but like technicals are all about perspectives, but to a certain amount, like it's about the numbers. Like even if you have, I might say 32.50, he might say 32.25, but generally they should be the same based on the technicals. So when someone else has a technical analysis breakdown after you drop a video, you get a little shaky. You're like, all right, let's test this to see how good your analysis really is, because someone else is going to put their perspective on the exact same chart, right? Normally you have different people judging different charts, but now you have the same people judging the same chart. So if you have 3 or 4 different people you guys follow, and they're all basically saying the same thing, it's great to cross-reference and get a good level set of what's to expect. Plus do your own research, do your own due diligence, right? But that's what the chart looks like.
Right. What is going on? Crypto is ugly right now.
Good.
TMI, what's crypto looking like?
Crypto. Let's see here. Watch this.
Yeah, we also we're gonna look deeper into the theories on whether crypto is being like scalped for liquidity. I think we're gonna try to dig deeper into that over the next week to see how valid those statements are, because it seems like it could be happening, but at the end of the day, remember, unless you're talking to somebody that's actually involved and it's who is participating in these things and they tell you an honest answer, you're probably not gonna know a lot of the things that we want to figure out.
Yep. All right, people. So this is where we're at right now. Let's see here. Can I share this?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Can you? 1 second. Yeah. Let me just share my screen. Do. Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Boop boop.
Doom. Okay, so taking a look at this. This is last time you're on your channel and we're looking at Bitcoin. This is the chart that we basically built out. Right? So there are different channels that it was basically in. The yellow was there's a lot of things on the chart here. I'll make it easier for you guys to see. Which ones do I want to remove? Let's remove this and this. There we go. Okay. So on this chart here, this is the channel that's currently in between 40,000 and 30,000, and it's bouncing between those two, right? But now it's slowly starting to catch this level of descending resistance, and it's slowly starting to head into this wedge here, right? So last time we were on, it was, I want to say it was last week, so maybe the 6th, maybe the 7th, and it's since then, let's say a week's time, it's been falling below these levels. It's going to continue falling below these levels until it breaks up. So what's going to happen is this, in my opinion, of course. That's option A. Oh, whoopsies. Option B. There you go. So we're going to figure out exactly what's next with Bitcoin, but it's heading to this breakout. So we don't exactly know which way it's going to go, guys, but it's heading towards this breakout. And for a lot of people, they're hoping it breaks upwards and we can be in this zone right here. But worst case scenario, guys, I'm telling you guys, if you want to get something on a discount, that's what's going to look like. All right. Take a screenshot, save it, send it to me later when you find out that I'm right.
Oh my God. Matt's duck suspenders. Thank you for that massive super chat, man. That was awesome. Like, thank you so much. You guys don't have to send in super chats. Thank you so much for doing that. Love you guys. Keep it up. From an old retired Army ape, you guys know how to keep your cool under fire. Love your diamond balls. Thank you so much, Matt's duck suspenders.
Matt's duck suspenders. Shout out to you. Shout out.
Yeah, that was really generous. Thank you. And then guys, towards the end of this week and the beginning of next week, we are going to start doing like the threshold list updates at 9 because that's when they would typically come out. But yeah, AMC would have to have those persistent FTDs for 5 consecutive days in order to go back on the list.
All right. Cannot wait for these guys to be back on the list.
Hey, it is 9:32, so I gotta read Pushing with Powder's
oh boy
message. I asked my partner if I was the only one she's been with. She said yes. All the others were at least 7s or 8s.
Oh my God.
That's rough.
Oh my God. Wait, what? Now add a calculating tool that, whoa, hey, no need to bring that up.
The scale, the little adjuster, the handicap number.
Yeah, that's gotta be the one for sure. Like it's not 100%, guys, but it is like, 99.9. Like you just gotta get a good feel for it, Someone says the answer is 3, chances are the answer is 9. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just saying. It's just kind of like if you go out one night and then you come back the next day and you're in bad shape and someone said like, how much did you drink? You're gonna cut the number down. I don't know what it is. You just do.
I don't. I just say what. Are you talking about like if you're gonna get in trouble for how much you say?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, or judged.
That's true. Oh, Anthony's got a question going off this. Okay, only question that matters. Beer, wine, liquor. Me, liquor.
Depending on the occasion.
Yeah, I think in college I've had a total of 5 beers. The rest of it has just been vodka and seltzers.
Yeah, for me it's kind of like if it's a bar and there's dancing, liquor. If it's a barbecue, beer. If it's a dinner, wine, and then liquor.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to like a real adult bar.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's gonna.
So it's just college bars. It's like, all right, we're gonna do our thing here.
We're gonna go out. Bring a collared shirt.
I have nice clothes.
I know. I just said no, but bring one though.
Oh, yeah.
Bring a collared shirt.
Oh, thank God, everybody's getting off me for.
Everyone's what?
Everyone's getting off me for the old enough to drink thing. Now they're coming at you. TMI, you're old enough to drink? Question mark.
Oh no, that hit me now.
How do you know what he looks like? He's wearing a mask.
Yeah, my kids are old enough to drink. Bring your crayons. Oh, that's
I'm not
actually
a
a
beer
great
guy.
idea.
I like seltzers. Seltzers are good.
Uh-oh. Andre, I saw that, Andre. I saw that, Andre.
Where is it? Hold on. Where is it? Where'd it go?
Oh man.
Oops. TMI has wrinkles? Yeah, on his brain.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, do you do tequila?
Nah. Well, it depends on what it is.
There we go.
It depends on what it is.
Okay.
Does it taste like tequila or does it not taste like tequila?
I feel like tequila doesn't taste like tequila after a couple of tequilas.
Yeah, I'm not a typical tequila fan. I'm more of a vodka person.
Oh, right. I remember you saying that. Right,
yeah, people would I used to like take a solo cup and just like, and then I would be walking around and people would be like, why are you drinking water? And I'm like,
joke's on you.
Be like, you want some water? See how that goes.
Exactly. Oh, that's the worst. If you ever
I did that one time by accident. I left after I came back from like a music festival, I left like this thing I make in the fridge and it was in an iced tea container, but it was like a cardboard carton.
Yeah.
And when you pour it out, it looks like iced tea. And my mom had it. And she was really thirsty. So she drank a bunch of it really quickly. And then she came like running over to me. She was like, why did you put this back in the fridge? I was like, whoops.
Hey, it is what it is now. Let's see here. I'm out, guys.
This is Power Half Hour, guys. If you guys don't know, we spend like the first large chunk of time talking about AMC, and then we like to have a little fun before everybody goes off to bed.
That's it.
Propa 12. I like scotch too, which is a weird thing for a person my age to like.
Oh, shoot.
Based on the past few days, do you feel the squeeze could come much later than you originally thought? I never had like a time expectation on it. I was always thinking when it happens, it happens. It could take a long time to play out.
Say again, for the actual squeeze?
Yeah, even when I was like first getting into it, I was like, oh, this could take a long time to really play out.
Yeah.
And I still think that. I still think that there's going to be an extended period of time where this is going to play out.
Yeah, think about it, right? It's not you, but like just people in general. It's the mother of all squeezes. It's like they have to admit defeat. People have to admit that they potentially made the worst trade ever. Like you have to really think about this. Like in history, they could have potentially made the worst trades in history. That is what is on, like, you know how much of a shot to, like, you can't work anywhere. You can't, you're done. You're finished. Like globally, in history, you go down like the same way that guy Rich what's his name?
Greenfield.
Right. Didn't want to say it just in case you didn't want me to say it, but yeah,
No,
that idiot. That guy is the worst analyst in history. Like
he also
literally
has a conflict of interest.
But no, I know, but nonetheless, literally the worst in history. If you think about it, he said 1 cent. It went to $72, $77. Like, you are the worst analyst in the history of analysts.
Mm-hmm. Yes, not to mention We got the all-time high of $72.
It's like do you understand that
For
there's
that stock.
on the list of the most shit people of your position, there's no one below you. Like you're at the bottom. You are literally as low at your job as you expected AMC stock to be in the market. Like that's what we're talking about right now.
Right.
Oh my, it's just
Ooh,
sad.
Eric
sad.
recommends Balvenie. Yeah, they have like the double something. That's good. It's the
Did you guys,
name of
enjoy
Drake TMI.
Did you guys enjoy the private chat?
Not really. It just I was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Oh, now I just saw it.
I was actually singing that song.
Let me see here. I need to check out to see.
Lonely.
I saw my name mentioned, but I didn't catch it fast enough, so I have to go back down here and catch it.
What's good in the live chat or?
Yeah, in the live chat, I have to scroll back down and catch a few things. I was missing out. I was ranting, and then I saw my name, but I was just like, I'm just gonna finish this rant first, and then I'll catch it later.
Gotcha.
What if TMI is Forrest Whitaker?
No, TMI is Lil Tecca.
Yeah, guys, come on, you should know this by now.
And he's also Tiger Woods.
Yep, combination of both.
What are you talking about? He's
TMI's secret
Abed.
identity.
He's Abed from freaking the Community. Right?
Yeah, what's his name? Putty.
Yeah, he's Danny Putty.
Yeah, I still don't know who that is, but
oh my goodness,
you're missing
like I've
out.
seen the pictures, I just don't know who it is.
Have you seen the Community?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch Community.
You got wait. Is it called?
I started
Community?
watching Peaky Blinders like last week.
Oh, that's my show.
Oh, let's get yes. Here we go.
That's my show.
We're gonna get Randall.
Randall's in the house. Get out.
See, I'm gonna wait for the blue bloop. This will be fun. If you guys, I'm gonna pull up Randall's YouTube. Randall does a lot of analysis on, I think recently a lot of the ETF stuff, but he's really good at digging into the dark pool activity. Here is Randall's, the link to his YouTube channel.
Is he coming in?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, he asked for the link. And I caught it quick too, which was I clicked over to Twitter right away.
Nice.
Oh, Antics is back. Ooh.
Yeah, so
he always
false
shows
alarm,
up for
boys.
Power Half Hour.
False alarm.
Oh, bloop.
Balloon.
Hey, Randall, how you doing, man?
What's up, guys?
What's
How
up,
are you?
my guy?
Hey, what up? How you feeling, man? You feeling better?
Yeah, actually, I'm starting to. I'm on different medication now, so.
Right on, right on. I figured I'd come. You guys were having fun. I'd come and drink some fucking beers with you.
Hey, there we go.
I'm drinking 805.
Yeah,
These things
what's
gotta
going
get
on,
me
buddy?
messed up.
Hey, look. I would be drinking with you, but I finished it.
You would
I
be
had a
drinking
little, I had a
fucking
little
reds and
something
shit.
in the,
I was
in the
feeling a little
aftermarket.
fancy today. You what?
I had a little something in the aftermarket.
Oh shoot! Should I go get something else?
I don't have anything else right here, but yeah, you should. Ray, we can't have Randall alone. We need a buddy for Randall.
No, I mean, hey, shit. I'm not trying to peer pressure.
Hey, Randall, how
You
new is
don't
that
get crazy. Don't get too crazy.
This guy
This
said
one's
T-Mi's
about,
an
I got
alcoholic.
this about by 10 minutes. No, if anybody's an alcoholic, I think I probably drink the most out of all of us.
Hey,
But
it's
the
the
truth is,
summertime
man,
for me. Just wait till I get back to school.
This guy
You know,
said summertime's
what
a
it is
break.
too is that's kind of how I've been looking at it, even throughout like this whole AMC shit. It's not that I'm like using an excuse to drink every night, but I just find myself celebrating about a lot of things, right? So anytime that there's something to celebrate, you know, I'll crack one open.
I like it.
What are you drinking over there?
Right now, I just got these 805s, which is like locally brewed here in San Diego. I like them.
Nice.
They're good.
I like it. Is that a tall can?
Mr. Opio says
Yeah, this is a tall can.
FTV drinks Capri Suns.
Capri Sun's full of vodka.
Yeah.
As far as I just
you know
heard.
what people will do? They'll like, if there's like an event that you can't like bring stuff into, they'll like crack open the top of a Capri Sun and then like pour stuff in it and then like use like an iron to like seal it back up.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
That
first
shit's
of all,
crazy.
People
I've
get
never
creative.
Second of all, God. Have you done that before?
No. I usually don't
Okay.
care enough. I'm like, it's like, this is too much effort to.
Okay, where did you even find that information, bro?
Oh, I've just seen it done. Like I've seen
what's it called?
videos of it, and like the sunscreen bottle's a weird one.
Wait, what was the last one called?
The Capri Sun one?
It's a drink with Capri Sun for real?
No, well, no, they just like they'll like crack it open in the top. They'll like pour stuff into it and then
got you.
seal it back up with
What about sake bombs?
Never had one of those.
Really? Oh, you guys gotta do that. You put the shots on the chopsticks and then you bang on the table until the chopsticks split and the shot falls in.
And it drops in.
Yeah, you gotta hit those bad boys back.
I've never had that, but I have had like I've been to some nicer restaurants where they did bring out like I don't know. It's so weird when you drink like liquor and shit. Usually it's like cold or chilled, so it's the complete opposite because the sake that I had was like, I mean, hot, like you know what I mean, like super hot. So that's like kind of the way they serve it. But that shit will get you kind of messed up. You got to be careful on that shit.
That's the funny thing about I don't know how to describe it. Certain cultural differences in drinking is that you drink based on your culture, but the alcohol is based on a different culture, like the percentage. So sometimes you're drinking something like it's beer, but it's not. So at that rate, you just get effed up so much faster. You got to make sure you drink things like the way they're supposed to be drank. It'll catch up to you.
RV Trader says cheap sake is warm up. Maybe I was drinking cheap sake. I don't know. I just went to like some little sushi place after like an event one time. I was trying to catch me a nice, fine little lady. And that's where she suggested
the doctor's office.
Yeah. How's the doctor's office going? The doctor's office and came back 3 weeks later.
That's all right. It's so funny you guys are talking about this. I've had a lot of like my personal friends, like people that I haven't talked to in probably 10 years since I was in high school. All of a sudden are reaching out to me, like hitting me up like, bro, I seen you on YouTube. Like, are you an AMC? Like trying to find out as much about AMC as they can. So there's like there's going to be like a wave of people like that. I think honestly that are just like a step behind like all of us. Like, I actually think that flow is coming because I've gotten hit up by so many people, like more than I can count on two hands. People wanting to know about AMC and shit, like people that don't know anything about stocks. So it's definitely picking up.
Hell yeah.
I think when it becomes more affordable, like the upside for AMC being this low in prices, it's easy to buy. Like, I agree. To get a share, you can get a share for the same price you go get dinner, right? So it's an easy decision. Depending on how much you want to get, that's a different story. But everyone can get at least one, right? You can get a piece.
Oh, Juan, thank you for the super chat, man. 805 Ventura County. Is that near
805? That's what he's talking about, the beer. That's where it's brewed.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never had anybody like reach out and be like, hey, I saw you on YouTube, mainly because I just started like showing that it's me. But like nobody's like, oh, I've seen you there. It's like, oh, okay.
I think I've had people reach out to me because I don't do this that often, but I did post like a screenshot like of the channel on my Instagram. That's the only one that I have. But ever since that, it was like I've just gotten hit up by a lot of people wanting to know more about AMC. Like I said, there's people are encouraged to learn for sure.
Yeah, that's really the biggest thing. If you can get yourself to a point where you basically are at a level where you know exactly what's going on, what we're seeing here really wouldn't bother you that much.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm not so worried about like how I feel. I'm like anxious about like the reaction from everybody like freaking out, and we're gonna have to come in and be like, we're expecting this is like we're prepared for these types of price movements.
Yeah I think like learning very quickly was jumping on the live at first thing in the morning, because there's nothing else. Like, you get the first questions, you get no other insight, you get just like emotional reactions first thing in the morning. So that
Yeah.
on a red day, to me, is much easier than it's going to be when it gets really green, because people are going to be coming in saying, okay, I can pay off my house, what do I do? And it's like, I can't tell you what to do.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke about this. What did you say you were going to do? like that's why I tell people ahead of time, whatever you need to not work for the rest of your life, write it down on a piece of paper, come up with what that final number is, and write it down someplace so you can look back at it so you remember exactly what it was.
Exactly.
Your emotions are going to be, no one's prepared for this. I don't care, like, your emotion, anyone's emotions are going to be higher than normal.
I think there's so much truth to that statement, right? Like, and I think it's even easy for us to say, like, being that, hey, we're veterans, we've been in the space for a long time, we've kind of seen the ups and downs. But I think even for us, there's going to be like an emotional or like a stress level test, because, the swings are going to be like monstrous, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Like, and obviously nobody knows for sure, but I just believe that we're going to see, it might pop up to, $180, and then back down to, 70, or, and we're going to see like I think a period of time where it's going to be kind of looking like that. And really controlling our emotions, I think, is going to be key. And the reason why I say that, I don't mean it just for like us in the chat, but I mean collectively, right? Like, if we want all this to work, I feel like that's going to be an important thing to hold our bearings.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. Yeah, and it's going to be, I think, what's going to be nice for us is that we can call on each other and be like, bro, this is what just happened. What do you think? You know what I mean? Like, we can have the chat behind the scenes where we can kind of connect and communicate and like hold ourselves accountable, because it's going to be wild.
Right.
I agree. I think, like I said,
quick.
go ahead.
I missed a super chat from Tyler. Thank you, man. My favorite bar in Canada was like a casino too. Liquor in the front, poker in the back. Good job, guys. Always good.
No, he just got got. He just got got.
Yep, you did.
He just got got.
You really
I did?
Yeah, he just got you.
How?
He got you.
Say it again.
Say it again.
Say it again.
I'm seeing
He's looking. He's like, wait, let me reread.
Say it again. Say it again.
Like a
Randall, you heard it right.
Say it again out loud.
Yeah, I did, but
it's like a casino too.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't see that.
You're gonna poke who?
I didn't. Tyler, that was mean, bro.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Who did that? Who said that? Who sent that?
Tyler.
Tyler,
Oh, come
shout out to
on.
you.
That, I like read it so many times and I like didn't click in my head. And then you guys like, oh, he got you. And I was like, how?
That's good. That's good. Oh, wow.
Oh boy. That was funny.
Bliss says you read it so naturally that you did. You're just kind of like, oh, what the hell's wrong with this? This is a perfect setup. Shit.
Yeah, that would make perfect sense.
You know what though?
Speaking on that, like gamble. Okay, we're
if it was a true statement, this is one thing I will tell you guys, especially if we're doing ApeCon and things like Vegas, and I know that we touched on this in our video. We were kind of discussing, at ApeCon, right? So the cool, like not the cool thing, but and most people that have been to Vegas will know this, but they're very good at making you hang out in the casino. So nothing in the front, nothing in the back, right? Like you're getting free drinks the whole time.
Yep.
You're playing because they want to keep you, they want to keep you drinking because you'll gamble more. But also, this is something, if you're not a Vegas local, you may or may not know this, but if you frequent Vegas, you might. But you will never find a clock like in Las Vegas, right? Like in any casino, you'll never find like a clock on the wall, a digital something telling you like what the time is, because they want you trapped in that motherfucker.
True.
Randall,
all the time. So is that
on the weekend of 4th of July, on the Thursday, I went to a casino for the first time and I was like, this is fun. I ended up going to
It's
that
very
casino 3 times that weekend.
So, you know what's crazy to me, and I guess it'd be hard for you to compare because you've never been to Vegas, from what I understand. But
Yeah, I have it.
To me, and I feel like this is a bad way to think, but I almost have like that snooty, like no casino matches like outside of Las Vegas matches to like what Las Vegas does. And like even where I live now in Southern California, there's like Indian casinos like on the reservations and stuff like that, right? Like they have a
that's
pretty
what we
big
have.
hold. Yeah. And every time I go to those, I fucking lose, man. Like every time, like when I go to Vegas,
Oh,
and
listen.
I go home, I have so much fun. I play like there's so much. It's a better experience to me. I don't know why.
We got screwed. Like the minimum on every single table was 25, and I was like, that's rude. There was no like
listen,
really small
once we
5,
go,
1,
we're
10,
gonna
nothing.
run.
And I was like,
We're
that's
gonna
just
run
annoying. And then
5
like
guys
my
deep,
first
one
couple
table.
hands, I like got hot, and then dealer had blackjack, and I was like, okay, well,
You're like, okay, well, this is rigged.
Listen, when we go to Vegas,
I play roulette,
5 guys
which
deep.
is worse. Oh, 5 guys deep. We're going 5 guys deep in who? In headstones? No, just kidding.
Oh man, no. When we go to Vegas, we have to all sit the same. No, it's that time. It's that time. When we go to Vegas, we have to sit down, 5 of us at a table. We'll play. We'll just get on a roll. We'll start winning. I think last time I went to Vegas, I paid for the trip off the blackjack tables. I'm telling you, it's a good time. But the only thing is this: like I'll let you know when we have to go. Like calling a quits when the roll's done.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I should have called
you're on a roll.
I was like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, I'm having fun. I'm just gonna see what happens. This money's already gone in my head, so
yeah.
Ooh.
Hey,
and then I
like I said, I grew up in Vegas. That's why I got away.
The second time I went to the casino, I didn't gamble. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Too much. Just too much.
Hey, did you send Claybro that link?
Yeah, I sent him that link a while ago.
Join up.
STV can act like Rain Man. Yep. I'm gonna wear the gray suit. Just kidding. Clay bro, I sent you the link to the stream on Instagram if you want to pop up.
On Instagram?
Or on Twitter, sorry.
He said on Instagram, right? Bro, TMI just judged you hardcore.
Because I know he didn't say it on
DMing
Instagram.
people on Instagram?
If you DM somebody on Instagram, it means something different. Does it not?
Yeah, we're gonna wind it down in like 5 minutes too. Hit me up on Insta.
Oh, see, there we go. There we go. Hey, look, whatever you guys want to take it public, take it public. Don't hide it. Let the people know. Let the people know.
Who drinks more, Claybro or STV? I don't know. I mean, I had a stretch of time in school where it was aggressive, but the times that I was drinking and partying the most in school is when I got like my semesters that I had a 4.0.
There you go.
That was like the only, like, for some reason it made me smarter.
So partying and drinking made you smarter?
Yep.
Don't question the logic.
All right. You're the freaking genius prodigy, so.
Yeah, don't question the logic. He's on to something. He knows what time it is.
Exactly.
That's why he stopped drinking, though.
He's like, my best thoughts come from when I'm drunken.
Okay, so hold on. So, actually.
Vix, would you drink apple orange juice with vodka? No. That sounds horrid.
There's a lot of sugar shit. Yeah. You have a hangover Mel.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. Clay only drinks water and lemonade. Interesting. He doesn't drink alcohol? Clay, bro. Apparently. I don't know this, apparently.
Yeah, we're gonna go wild in Vegas, and then we're gonna go even more wild in Miami.
Well, once you buy it, for sure, then it's on you. This guy's still set up to buy.
Ooh, we got a bloop.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Maybe. Am I here?
Oh,
Gotcha.
Hey,
shoot.
what up, man?
What's up, Clay, bro?
What's going on? Look, I got headphones in, but they're not working. So this is weird, but I'm still here.
We can hear you good.
Oh, yeah, the settings on the on
Restream
are different than the actual settings on your phone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna mess with any of that stuff, or it's gonna be all wrong. I'll tell you that right now. So just listen to it. I can hear you good. I can hear you. I can hear you better than I heard Samai the other day. So we're good right now.
Oh, there we go.
I was actually trying to bring that up, TMI. Yeah, it was shit. Like whatever you did with your mic or whatever, that was not good.
Wait, is it bad now or is it bad
No,
then?
you're good.
No, it was it's good now.
Right now.
But what you had the other day, like I even messaged in the stream. I think it got like passed up, but it was not sounding good.
Oh, I returned those headphones so fast.
So
Yeah,
let me
that
ask
was
you, why are
terrible.
you using that instead of your standalone though? Because I know I've seen it. So why do you want to go wireless and use your headset? You just want to be free flowing or what?
Yeah. Because the thing is
Must be
this, like
mobile.
when I first started doing it, I wasn't moving much. I was just looking at the computer, and then I started adding another
Mhm.
screen, and now I got another screen. And then once I started doing the live streams, I wanted to be much more mobile. Once I was just like creating videos by myself, I was like, okay, cool. I'll just set it up here and I'll do the video here. But once you start doing live streams, it's like I want to go to the washroom. I want to go get a coffee. It's like I don't want to take off headphones, headset, or whatever it is. Readjust. It's good.
I just take
Clay,
my
I haven't
headset off.
actually had the chance to meet you yet, but nice to meet you. I actually like watching your videos. I think you
Dude,
do
you're
really
so,
great stuff.
so small. Who am I talking to right now? I can't see anybody on my.
Yeah,
on
my
phone.
name's Randall. We haven't formally met before, but I actually watch a lot of your stuff, so I appreciate what you do, man.
Good to meet you, Randall. Glad to have you here, man. I'm glad
To meet you, Randall.
Good to meet ya. No, I appreciate that. Really do. I think you do good shit.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate
So,
that.
are you gonna go to Vegas, Clay, bro?
Dude, listen, I've never been to Vegas in my life. I would be afraid to go to Vegas with all of you guys. I can tell you that.
No,
right
no.
now.
Yeah, you should be. But we're
No.
going anyway.
We're going to Vegas.
It's my
Yeah, you
first
should
time
be.
too.
I would definitely be afraid to go to Vegas with everybody. But if you guys are actually going and this thing like pans out, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I've never been there. It's like Vegas with all these people after a squeeze. Like it's going to be insane. So
Right?
as long as Cookie's there to keep me comfortable, I should be good.
Oh.
Okay.
Who's in the chat? I can't see the chat right now, so I don't know who's in the chat.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is late night with short. This was sorry. Hold on a
Listen,
second.
I don't want to be
Listen.
worried. I gotta have some comfort. That's all.
Getting
Hey, bro, we had a
getting
guy
your
in my
late
chat
night
one time
fix with
that
short the
he didn't
VIX.
say anything else besides random squirrel facts, and I was so confused the entire time. But it was right after like you popped in or something, and I was like, "What is up with all of these random facts about squirrels?" And I was like, "But Clay, bro, it's a chipmunk, so it's just different."
Exactly. But dude, you wouldn't understand the amount of people that come in there that have never seen a chipmunk before. Either that or they're just trolling me like crazy. They're like, why do you let that rat into your house? It's not a rat, it's a chipmunk. Why do you let that squirrel into your house? Like, I really don't think people have seen chipmunks before. I don't know.
Well, I there's chipmunks all over like my yard and like where I live, but like I wouldn't let them in my house.
Yeah,
Dude,
right?
you're like my brother, man. You say you wouldn't let him in your house, but as soon as, man, I'm telling you right now, as soon as you got a pack of sunflower seeds and that little dude jumps up in your hand and starts eating out of your hand, yeah, you'd be letting him in your house.
You're like, all
You
right,
would.
part of the family now.
Exactly, man. And just look, I know it's hot outside most of the day, but the door stays open, like, I'd say probably 10 hours out of the day. If that dude wants to come in, man, he comes in. That's all.
Wait, is it the same guy?
Well, there's 3 different guys. One dude is
It's Alvin and the Chipmunks. I knew it. Done.
Well, so the third dude, he's kind of a fat chipmunk. He's never been in my house.
That's
he's
Theodore.
definitely afraid of me.
So how did you get fat?
I have no idea. Like I'm just starting to see him. I've only seen him twice. And then there's a little tail who got his tail bit off probably 3 weeks ago now. And he only comes in the house like if I'm not sitting right by the door, but he will come in the house and eat. And then the one that always comes in the house like all day long, everybody in the chat calls him Chip Bro, and he does not like the other chipmunks at all. One time I was streaming, and the little guy, he was in here eating, and then Chip Bro jumped in the house, and then it completely ran across the living room right there. And that was bad.
Oh, he goes in your house. That he's not coming in the door. He's like making himself at home.
Well, when they started a fight, for sure. But like he typically stands like right over by the door, and if I don't feed him enough, he's like, "Well, let me go check and see if there's any more seeds sitting around here." So
interesting.
He's pretty comfortable.
Yeah, we need to get some more animals on these live feeds.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. I mean, when AMC is just trending sideways, what do? You watch the chipmunk eat some seeds.
I like that.
TMI and I have brought our dogs on before. I think I brought my dog onto yours.
Did people say, what is that wolf? Why do you have a wolf in your house? What is going on with that big old rat? Is that a groundhog?
No, they didn't.
Because they don't know what a chipmunk looks like. Might know what a dog looks like.
Wait, Randall, do you have any other pets?
Besides your lady?
No, me. No, I don't have any more.
Just the one.
Besides the gal behind me. No, that's it. I used to. I had a Yorkie that was actually cool as shit because I've always been a big dog guy. Even when I was growing up, my parents always would have like labs, or we had a pit bull. But as I got older, I had got one. I think, and I'll be honest here, like without being too like foregoing, like I got a smaller dog because it was helping with the ladies. So I had bought a Yorkie. Well, that dog,
shoot.
like I had it for like 6. Yeah, I had it for like 6 years, and actually, that when I got it, it was still like a baby. And it was crazy. I brought her over. It was around Christmas, and I brought her over to my aunt's house. And my aunt's like buku rich, got crazy money, and she has like this huge ass like custom pond and shit in her backyard. I had this baby Yorkie, and I put her down on the ground. Everybody's kind of like fucking with her, like, "Oh, she's so cute, she's so cute." The first thing this dog runs is like, as a puppy, runs into the pond that she's got in her backyard, like bites into like a koi fish that's bigger than her. Like this koi fish is huge, and my dog's got like a side of it just like kind of like bit into it. It like not even enough to even hurt the fish, but it was just funny. And so like it was the coolest dog I've ever had, honestly, out of all the big dogs, all that stuff. I mean, so I actually like am becoming more of a fan of like dogs. Like if I can find a dog that has like a great personality and like I can connect with, and I know that sounds weird, but dogs
sounds
definitely
like
do
you're talking
have
about a
like
girl.
Personality. No, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not.
I'm looking for a dog.
I
with
wish
a nice
she was a girl.
personality.
Shit, if I could find a dog that resembles, or a girl that resembles how that like lived a life like my dog did, I'd be game, dude. Because that dog was wild, fun.
Oh, God.
Like I said, Vegas is gonna be good. Vegas is gonna be fun.
Claybro Dixie says hi.
Mr. Normus?
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's up, Mr. Normus? How you doing?
Yeah,
you can't say his first and last name together. You just got to say Mr. Normus. You're good
Nah,
on that.
somebody got me good though earlier.
Oh, no, dude. Nobody. I was in here when they got you, dude. Somebody, I think it was a $2 super chat. They asked me if I could give a shout out, and I'm not even gonna say it on here, but you guys might get it. Dude, they sent a $2 super chat, and they're like, "Hey, can you give a shout out to my friend Woodlove?" And can you get you guys understand what the last name might be after this? Dude, I read it like 4 times because the way they spelled that name, I'm sitting there like, what is that Woodlove? Sumed? Or like I read it 4 or 5 times because I didn't know how to pronounce the name the way they spelled it, and I thought it was just some foreign dude. I'm like, sure, I'll give your friend a shout out. And dude, the whole chat just started dying. My friend who was watching, he had to text me and he spelled it out, and he's like, dude, you realize you just said this like 4 times. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's the worst.
Mr. Opio says make a drink called Dark Pool. We should do that. Actually, I think there's like stock market themed bars.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those before.
Yeah, they should make a Dark Pool drink.
I've seen those on online.
Definitely. We should. Is there one in Vegas?
I don't know about
Probably.
We should Google that. Take a look. So what do you guys think about? I don't know. Can we talk about AMC a little bit, or should we just keep it onto this rated R stuff going on right now?
We can.
Keep it on the
We can do.
radar.
I get it. Look, I don't know if this is gonna disconnect me or not. I gotta check your message real quick.
What I can tell you, because I was telling you guys about, so this is me being 100% transparent. Okay. So I have a buddy, and this is like me just speaking out loud. So I have a guy, and I've known him for 6 or 7 years. This is the guy I was mentioning in our group chat earlier. Okay. My crypto friend. So I've invested $50,000 with him like 2 years ago because he was in a fund with crypto, and he's made me a lot of money on the crypto side of things. But every time I would bring up maybe, AMC and GME related things in terms of liquidation, or them finding liquidity. I mean, not liquidation, but them finding liquidity in the crypto markets. He was very contested on that and against what I was saying, and would always have a lot of different things to say on why that's not happening. Some of them valid, some of them, I really can't buy. But so I told you guys I was going to do a live stream with him today, and let me know like if you guys have any questions, because he's made a lot of money in crypto. In fact, like we were talking about the tokenized securities and FTX, like my friend here actually has like an 1.5 hour long interview with FTX on like DeFi protocol and how that works and all that stuff. So he's up there. Like FTX themselves interviewed him. But when I actually got him on camera and we were talking, now I don't know if he got the jitters or whatever, but he really wasn't able to convince me that it wasn't happening. And so like that's just for the record of like what we were talking about, and especially because I was sending you guys texts back and forth, like some of the things that he was saying. And
interesting.
At the end of the conversation, we talked for like 1.5 hours, and like what he told me, there a lot of the things make sense, right? Like, hey, look, and what I will tell you is that he was talking about like, hey, look, if they wanted to go and find liquidity, they could do it in a lot of things other than crypto that would probably be even a little bit cheaper for them to do. So that was like one thing. And I even recorded, like I said, I recorded 45 minutes of this, but after it's all said and done, I just don't think I'm going to post it because I didn't feel like it was convincing enough or really provided enough information in terms of giving clarity outside of spreading like questions. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's just me like being honest with you guys and what I'm trying to find. And I figure that, the audience might appreciate that too, because again, like it was one thing when we were talking about it and it was going back and forth, but when I got him like face to face and I was asking these questions, it seemed like it was a little bit harder for him to answer.
Gotcha.
That's tough, especially if you go through the process of doing everything, within your power to set everything up the right way. Go through, do the research, have the interview, ask the right questions, have the conversation. I guess almost the point where you're editing the video to the point where you realize this is not going to work out. Did you know halfway through the interview that you weren't going to use it?
Yeah, and I tried to direct him back. Well, what it turned out being was like it was, and because the guy knows a shit ton about crypto, right?
Right.
So it was like everything kind of peaked back to crypto, and that's cool and all that. And I think that a lot of money will flow to crypto after this is all said and done, like our squeeze, right?
Yeah,
I really do believe that. But
so wait, hold on. Is he?
He?
Actually, no. Finish first. Sorry.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead. No. So go ahead.
So is he still currently working with you in some capacity?
I mean, yeah, like I actually still have like my original investment with him. Like he's managing. Well, I don't care. I'm not like I don't have anything to be ashamed of or anything. I'm not hiding anything. I put 50 grand in with him a couple years ago. To do,
okay,
and
yeah.
I was working crypto at the time. Like I was actually actively learning about crypto and stuff. But a big thing for me looking at him was his network. And what I mean by that is like he's got the who's who in terms of getting connections, or not getting connections, but the people that you would want to talk to in terms of crypto.
So I also made an investment with a guy who I similar amount of investment with somebody in crypto as well, and they're kind of managing that for me. But when it came down to me, because you reached out saying that you reached out, and I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So then I went to reach out, and I got turned down from any information. They're like, no, I'm not making this information mainstream. I'm not part of this community. I'm not trying to get this stuff out there. Like, I'm trying to keep as much information internal. I was like, I'm working for you. He said, I'm working for you. I'm making you money. Why do you want me to share everything that I know with more people? And I was like, well, you see, what the thing is, I'm trying to inform. He's like, that's not my job. That's your job. I was like, right. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, you know what's weird is that these crypto guys, and I'm not going to say exactly what he said. So, and for the record, before I say this is a guy that actually bought it. Like he doesn't even fuck with the stock market really on that level, right?
Same. Yeah.
Like he doesn't
like all fiat stuff. He's like, nah.
Yeah, but he actually did buy into AMC, which was, I thought was interesting, right? But he said that he got through his and he's got his own trading algos and all that shit, right? He said that, and I was talking to him today. He got his alert like at $2.85, and he bought in like a couple YOLO calls that are actually making him money. But in terms of the stock market, he doesn't like it. And in fact, this is why I was even skeptical about doing the interview with him. It's like he agrees with what we're doing, but he doesn't like us. And when I say us, I mean myself included. He's like of the belief that like we're a bunch of like almost like how a hedge fund would think of us. And this is why I was telling you guys, like, even if I was going to bring him in and chat with us, like to not think of anything personal or anything like that, because he's got a lot of information, but he just like, I don't know, for some reason he's got this mindset that he understands more about the financial markets than what we do. But I was trying to really like present to him like, hey, the guys that are involved with this are no fucking joke. Like there's people that are really spending all of their time like doing this research and really putting in the effort. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, like I said, so we went kind of back and forth, but really he wasn't able to say that they weren't doing it. Right. And like, and so that was kind of a different change up from when we were talking like over text.
Yeah. The funny thing is you have these guys who spent their whole life, literally their whole life studying, testing, getting educated on it, learning it. And then you have these bunch of idiots, us, right? And with all respect, who come on, make the right decision, in my opinion, create the perfect play. I mean, top to bottom, just perfect swing play, execute it to the highest level, and potentially unlock more liquidity in 6 months that they have their whole life. All that studying, all that shit they did was pointless. All they need to do was get one text from a friend saying, "This is what's going on. Are you in or not?" You know what I mean? So it's like, I get that. It's like I can see, I can feel the frustration from those who have that knowledge, who have that information, who have that backing, that history, that education, the schooling, the degrees, the sacrifices. For someone to come along and say, I made 10 times your salary in the last 6 weeks because I'm an ape, it's got to be frustrating, you know?
Right. Well, it is. Well, that's pretty much what he said. He's like, bro, I'm not, he's like, this is literally, and this is me being as transparent as it gets. He said, bro, like, I don't want to come on and talk to you fucking apes. Like, I'm trying to trade against you guys. No, that's what he said, though. Like, I'm trying to trade against you guys. I'm not trying to teach you guys how the shit works. Like, I'm trying to take your money.
Yeah.
Is literally what he told me. Yeah. And so like, he's like, and I'm like, but man, as a favor to me. And again, this is a personal friend. In fact, I knew him before he even got into crypto. And I always joke with him. I always say, you went Hollywood. You know what I mean? Because he made millions of dollars in crypto. And now he's saying, no, he's still a great guy, but you know, he went Hollywood. And so he does know his shit. And one of the things that he did point out though, because we're looking at a lot of different charts, and a lot of us have been looking at like these daily charts in terms of correlation between cryptocurrencies and AMC. And like over the past 2 months, right, it does look like there's a lot of correlation. But he said, listen, man, number one, he said that people will not understand this or believe it, but even though that like certain cryptocurrencies might be based off of their own ecosystem, right? At the end of the day, everything is a proxy of Bitcoin, and then Ethereum's a proxy or Ethereum, but Ethereum itself is a proxy of Bitcoin. So like you will always see correlation on those prices, especially with the bull run that crypto had, Bitcoin running to 60,000, et cetera, et cetera. He's not denying the fact that the hedge funds and shit probably sold on the way up for liquid there. He did agree with that, but he's also showed me, and this is an interesting chart. I was thinking about posting this on Twitter, but again, I don't want to I need to understand it more.
Right.
But if you look at AMC's highest volume day during our run up when we touched 72, that same day, Bitcoin's chart is the inverse. It's their lowest volume day.
Yes.
So like if you were thinking that people were going to find liquidity in a certain spot, you would think the volume would be up on something like Bitcoin especially on a runner like on an AMC day. So that was interesting, and I seen that chart firsthand. So there are some things that he says that make sense, but then there are other things like the tokenized securities. That portion of the video I am thinking about editing up. Like he pretty much debunked that shit right on its head.
Okay.
That I don't think has any role in what's going on.
Direct.
What's that again?
When you look at the volume, the tokenized securities, like so the FTX securities, the stuff that's provided from CME, right? That he says is very
that's
likely.
That's the only thing that I got.
Well, so what he was telling me is it's very likely what they say it is for a way for international customers that can't participate in our markets. The volume is extremely low. If you look at it, it's so low. And then if you look at the market cap, that's also relatively low compared to. So the reason why I'm saying this again is just because I think there could be some correlation. Again, just circling back, he did not prove me wrong, but I just don't want apes spending a shitload of their time like running down this rabbit hole of what might be like. Even what his argument was that outside of Ethereum and Bitcoin, crypto is very illiquid. It would be very difficult. Like if you were to see a hedge fund come and like sell a position of a coin that they have that might have a decent market cap or whatever, because the liquid is not there. Like if you were to have a sell, number one, it would be seen. You might not know exactly who it is outside of the extent of when they're actually turning crypto into cash. So like you might not see it if it's like a wallet to wallet transfer or something like that. But when you're actually taking the crypto to cash, you would see that. And you'll also notice that a lot of these guys they're in like binding agreements also, kind of like how if you invested like in a security and there was like a holding period on it, right? And the reason why is like if you're a big holder in a crypto position, you could sell that position and like tank the stock like by 60% just by your singular position. And that's just not something that normally happens. There's other avenues of generating liquidity that seem like would be cheaper or more effective avenues. And one thing he mentioned, like I can't remember the exact stock. I have to pull up the video, but he was pulled up BlackRock as an example. Like they have more in certain securities in terms of like what they could pull for liquidity, literally on the extent of like the more than the entire market cap of Bitcoin as a whole, right? Like as its entirety. And like they can find liquidity in a certain single stock. So these guys are much larger players than any sort of crypto fund. And again, this is the argument.
I love that.
Interesting. I missed a couple of super chats, guys. I just want to make sure we get those before we move on. Dion, I think is how you pronounce it. Thank you for the super chat, man. Good to see this united front. We need a YouTube lady. She could rule. Diamond hands forever. Apes, awesome. Oh no, we have another one from Tyler.
That's learning. Learning's YouTube.
Who's?
Learning. Learning's on YouTube.
Oh yeah, Learning has a YouTube.
Loving being you. Love being you.
Loving. Yeah, what you said.
Tyler says, apologize for earlier, boys. Thought it was after hours talk. Was funny as hell, though. It was funny. Truly appreciate y'all for entertainment and expertise. Thank you, man. Oh, Cookie, thank you. Awesome channel, STV. Thanks to for all the great AMC info. Getting to see Clay Bay again tonight. Who even remembers we're red? Shout out to everyone. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
What about having Margot Robbie as a special guest, says Kringle? I don't know. Anybody got to connect?
Yeah, I'll give her a phone call. Just give me a second.
I mean, if she supported AMC, it might be possible.
No,
how you doing, Kringle?
Yeah, what up, buddy?
All right, and now he's just going to dip out and not talk at all.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Got him.
But no, that whole crypto conversation to me is very interesting because I got so few answers back, and there's only one person that I really go to for crypto anything at this time. I have a few friends who have done pretty well in it. Some of them who are on YouTube, but I'm not connecting with them yet. But one guy that actually is managing some funds for me he's been doing it for a while. He refused to give too much information. But what he did, 'cause I basically ran through my video with him. I was like, okay, what can I say? Let me know what you believe in. Like, show me some sort of factual evidence. Like, let me know. He's just like, honestly, just don't. It's a waste of your time. I'll tell you this. Looking in this direction is a waste of your time. So I was like, okay, how do you know this? He's like, I don't know. It's like walking around the block to go next door. And that was his description his description of gain liquidity. So I didn't quite fully grasp how he knew this information, but he was so sure in it, and he kind of gave me his word that like this is accurate enough. So in the video that I made on the weekend, I basically just said like it's not worth our time looking into. But I did say, if anyone has any more additional information, I might tweet this out too, but I don't want to, like you said, create any FUD. Someone out there has to have information on how this is possible and how it has been done before in the past. Like that little bit of information is out there somewhere.
Well, crypto is relatively new. Like I said, and so I have so much information, and like I said, I was having difficulty on my own capacity because I'm only so smart, right? Like, and even piecing some of it together because it comes like when you guys understand this because you guys have been talking to people that are specialists in certain areas or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes I might give you information that there's not a whole lot of context for, and they're not even be aware that they're doing it. So you kind of have to try and like, piece shit together. Yeah. And so that was a case. It was like in his, like he was wrapping off stuff to me that would make sense if I had a full understanding of everything that's going on.
Oh yeah.
But at the same token, I don't. So I need him to like, bring it down a level.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I tried having a conversation about NFTs. I had to cut that conversation short. I was
so that's what my buddy really is made.
Let me know where to read first, then I'll come back to you. We'll talk again.
Yeah. And like this is the same guy, like I said, that was talking about that was saying that, hey, it would be from a crypto perspective, at least the way that it is right now, it could be difficult for even like GameStop to issue a dividend. But then also, without revealing too much, and this is something that kind of ties into what I wanted to speak on about the guys from crypto being very like almost like bearish in terms of divulging info. Because if you think about it, right, the guys in crypto, they have like a goal too. It's almost like every sort of like crypto or project they're invested in is like their AMC, right? So if we feel like they're detracting from their movement, that makes sense why they get a little bit defensive, right? Because they're really convicted in the projects that they're working on as well, or they're involved in, or they're investing in. So sometimes that's why I feel like it's a little bit clouded to get like the correct answer.
But another thing too, so this is it's gonna sound like it's the opposite, but it's piggybacking onto what you're saying. When I'm having my conversation with my guy, he's basically saying, you're gonna mess with your own money. Because he's basically saying what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up bringing so many more eyes to what I'm currently already doing for you that you're going to slow it down or make it worse. Like he's like, let me make this money for you. You're just going to, with your platform, you're going to bring too many eyes over here. It's not going to be more successful for you. And I'm saying is, what I'm doing is not just for me. It's just to get information to people. And he's like, that's great. And it's going to mean, if everyone in your community does this, it's going to mean you personally are going to make less money. I'm like, I'm not greedy. I'll make a few 100%. I'm good. But what he's saying is if the ape community is successful and they take that money and shift it into crypto before everyone that's currently in there has time to really just galvanize that, and really gather as much as they possibly can to get themselves in a good position, they could end up losing the opportunity to be making 3-4x what they currently have. Because like in 8 years, crypto is going to be substantially, larger than where it is right now. So it's moving at a rate of like, he's like 12-15% is basically what it's moving at every year. Like the inflation rate for crypto is stupid, right? So he's like, every month in crypto is like a year in fiat. He's like, if you guys get all this money and you guys get into crypto, you guys are going to slow down the progress for everyone that's currently here. And I was like, okay, I get it.
So I'm like, it's so funny to see an interesting, like opposing view because like my guy was telling me, I'm actually thankful that he has this view because I was like pushing him to get into alts and different shit with my investment and stuff. Thank God he didn't, because crypto has crashed in its like entirety as a whole.
Yeah.
But he did say that, look, well, different than your friend, but he said he's very bearish, like on all, like pretty much all like type of assets that are in that realm currently. He thinks that it's even going down for more. And this is a guy that I know that loves crypto. So it's like, holy shit, when he's saying that, it doesn't lead me to.
Yeah, the bull run's gonna be over soon. That's true. No questions there. But I think the bear run is where you make your life savings.
Well, your investments, your long term shit.
Exactly. But think
VIX,
about
you
it.
doing okay, buddy? I see you like drowsing off.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, I'm
good old
tired.
me. Did you have your IV?
Yeah.
Where's
I
your
got it right here.
Okay, there you go. There you go. And Rogue's back. Rogue, I heard somebody said you had some sort of dying illness.
What?
I heard
No.
Yeah, Randall, you got to come on the streams more, man.
Bro, what is it? What's the illness called?
I don't want to say it out here because it's one of those words.
Go ahead and say it.
No, it's I can't say it.
We can't say the word.
You can't say the word.
No, like, you're actually good though, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, who said no? Hold on.
A few
No,
people in the
I-
chat were actually asking to make sure you're actually okay.
No,
Yeah.
no. Hell no.
Okay.
You're not allowed to cough these days.
Yeah.
I have.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna
a
wind
phone.
down the stream for the night. Thanks to everybody that came in and hung out with us. I know it was a tough day. Hopefully we were able to just kind of explain our thoughts on exactly what's going on. Thanks to everybody who liked the video, sent in some super chats. We've got the Masked Investor on YouTube, Masked_investor on Twitter and Instagram. We got Rogue the Legacy on Twitter and Instagram. We got Randall Cornett on YouTube, same name on Twitter, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. So make sure you guys go give these guys a follow. And thanks for everyone coming in.
Yeah.
Adios, amigos and gals. Hope you guys have a nice night.